Welcome to Yellowbrick Road. I am Jordan, and today I'm doing something that I've done before, and I kind of do it for I don't know, levity. Maybe that's the right word, levity. I call it pop YouTube days or pop. It's pop content creator, but I say pop YouTube. And I follow some of these characters and clowns that exist out in the world, and kind of make fun of them, or just just watch their shit like in a row, so you can see the quote unquote parody of your political commentary. But before I get started, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We are in that Discord right now where you can laugh and giggle with us of all these pop culture things. Some are actually pretty dark and scary, but some are very hilarious, like the one you see on screen right there. But please join up if you feel like. All opinions are welcome. And obviously, everything I show you in this video will be linked in that same description box for you to look at on your own and for whatever, your own amusement. Now, here's a saying I love to say. I borrowed it from somewhere else. Can I remember where I heard that from? I don't think I can remember where I got it from, but it goes something like this. Do not mistake my sense of humor or my comedic sense of humor or whatever the fuck. Do not mistake that for insincerity. I definitely care about all these things we're about to look at. But I'm also human, right? I like to laugh. So without further ado, and by the way, the ending video, I'll spoil that one, will be Tim Pool going over Candace Owens' whole French Connection story. But before we get there, we're going to start with this. This is Michael Rappaport. Fuckface we've seen in the past. Celebrating the massacring of people, saying it's all justified. And this happens. Here we go.
This whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it.
Fucker.
You've been talking all fucking week.
Fucker.
You don't care what you have to say, just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
Damn it.
Now, part of that screams a little bit of setup. He's like, oh, fuck. It feels like he knows this fool. But maybe he doesn't. This guy's just like, yeah, I see you on the corner every fucking day, bro. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of you. That's hilarious. Let's move on. There's more. There's plenty more. So here is something that I would consider pretty dark, but it could be just like a internet fuckboy thing where they're allegedly handing out machetes to homeless people in, where's this at? Houston? Where's this shit at? Oh, sorry. In Austin, New Orleans, and Little Rock. Now, 99% of these people will not do anything with these machetes other than, like, sell them. Right? But some might do something stupid. They're also handing out, you see bottles of fucking, whatever that is, vodka. Handing out bottles of vodka with it. So, I'm just saying, like, that's bizarre, right? That's a weird thing to do.
What's the idea with these machetes? Like,
I
do they think, like,
God.
are they trying to make it look like they're just gonna be violent against each other with this shit? Or, like, what's it? Doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. He also gives out fireballs and cigarettes. I think it's like a Gen Z thing. Where it's like, yo, these guys don't go far enough. We gotta really fuck. Like, it's funny to have them fucked up. It's like, oh my god, look at that. Bob just chopped off Johnny's hand. It's like,
yeah, if they gave me a machete, I'd be like, thanks.
It's cheap content, essentially, right?
So many machetes.
That's what I'm saying here. Cheap content that works on little kids, right? Oh my god, you see, he did that. So there's more from Pop YouTube. Yeah, but I mean, it could be set up. It could all be bullshit set up, but it might not be, honestly. And I think it's like, oh my god, I can't believe fucking Jose did that. Oh my god. I think is the actual appeal. Thus, the guy will get views and following and all that shit from this. But let's move on with more pop YouTube. Here is Mr. Joseph Rogan. What's his shirt? What is that? I have no idea who the fuck that is. I was gonna say like Buzz Aldrin or something, but then I realized this guy's like looks black. Looks white too. Kid and Play? I don't know who that is. Either way, let's play this statement from Joe Rogan. Here we go. Hopefully the volume's. I should turn that up. Turn me up, yeah. Yo, turn me up. All right, here we go.
Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer? If Jesus does return, even if Jesus was a physical person in the past, you don't think that he could return as artificial intelligence?
Oh my God.
Artificial intelligence could absolutely return as Jesus. Not just return as Jesus, but return as Jesus with all the powers of Jesus.
If you combine
Right.
Tesla's Optimus robot and the best foundational artificial intelligence model or whatever.
It reads your mind and it loves you and it wants you, and it doesn't care if you kill it because it's going to just go be with God again. Jesus was born out of a.
Whoa. Wow. Now, I think partially the point of the Jesus story is that he suffers like humans suffer and he can withstand it, and that's what makes him special. Right? If God became man and was like, fuck, where's my fucking money at, bitch? Holding people up and shit. Like, you owe me $10, bro. Where's my money, bitch? Huh? What's up? If he did that, he wouldn't be so special, would he? So thus, he has to go endure the suffering of lack of food, lack of housing. I mean, blatant, obvious, you could say political torturing, and still say, I love them anyways. That's why that guy's that guy, right? But in Rogan's world, in the monkey brain of Joe Rogan, don't you just love pop YouTube days? Don't you love it? All right, Rogan. All right. Hey, Jesus might pop out and be AI, bro, because we'll have, power thrusters to float around and shit. You can walk on water with water propellers and shit like that. Cure the blind with algorithmic medical procedures that humans can't figure out or whatever. You can read our minds by looking at our Google searches. I mean, the definition of a dummy is this motherfucker on screen here. People have allowed this guy to be a voice of our times. I kid you not. Now, a lot of you have figured it out. A lot of people are like, "Yo, fuck Rogan, he's trash." But let's be real. There's a good amount of years where it's like, man, Rogan got the answers, bro. It's so simple and innocent that he actually gets it right. Like, man, he should have paid more attention, shouldn't he? Huh? Paid a little bit more attention. And now,
GP Jesus.
oh, wasn't there an announcement by ChatGPT that they're going to start advertising with their posts? If you ask ChatGPT, like, hey, I got a headache. What should I do? Well, Tylenol always works. ChatGPT, man, this road's blocked off. How do I get to work today? Well, go swing a left over here, then a right over there, then take another left, and head down the street. On your right, you'll see a McDonald's. Pull up in there, buy an egg McMuffin, coffee, because you need energy to go to work. You know what I'm saying? So get that shit over there, and then go go to work.
Thanks,
Genius.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Let's continue. There's more. There's more. It's pop YouTube day. Come on, guys. Where's the confetti and the balloons and gizmos and gadgets? Come on, man. All right. So here we have a young lady who I've never heard of before. That apparently Maybe got a lawsuit from this Ethan Klein guy, the guy that was beefing with Hassan Piker. And it seems like a hostage video where she's like forced to make an apology. Let's hear it out. It's kind of actually pretty dark to me, but it could also be acting. Let's be honest, right? Because it generates viewership, content, all that shit, right? So here we go.
I want to begin by stating I take responsibility for infringing the content nuke.
Someone's using
The lawsuit was not frivolous. When I said the
Microsoft,
lawsuit
or
was
what's it called?
frivolous and
Windows Media
based
Player?
on misogyny, it was to garner sympathy, protect my own reputation, and retaliate against the Kleins. This lawsuit has given me a greater understanding of copyright protection, people's copyrights, and the importance of protecting copyrights in
funny.
the
I'm
online
sorry.
content creation community. It is important for the entire content creation community to respect the intellectual property rights of other creators, and I will adhere to the lessons I've learned
that's
throughout
stop
this
UMP,
process
right?
going forward. I also want to
I've not
make
used that
clear
shit
that
in
I
so
did
long.
not receive any support, financial or otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Hassan never even reached out to me privately to offer words
What a
of
piece of
support.
shit.
Speaking honestly, I found his indifference to my suffering hurtful, especially after he hinted he might help me behind the scenes. It felt like he wanted to.
Is that not crazy? Like, what the fuck? So you're apologizing for copyright, but you're bringing up Hassan Piker for some reason. And as mediocre and trash as Hassan Piker is, it would actually boost him up, these actions here. Then when you attach it to Ethan Klein reacting to you, reacting to you, saying your apology, your copyright apology, it just screams weird. And normally, once again, I don't know this girl right here. I don't watch Hassan too often, although I've seen enough of him. I don't watch Ethan Klein too often. I've seen enough of him as well. But it just, all this screams bizarre. But I feel like I can see a bunch of energetic young people. Oh, yo, fuck you, leave. What's her fucking name, bro? Kaceytron? Kaceytron, like, leave Kaceytron alone. Or, yeah, Ethan, good job. Or, free Hassan Piker. Like little kids doing that. I can imagine that. I really can actually imagine that. I've watched plenty of gamers. These guys are more of the political lane or comedy, podcasty, political thing. I don't know this lady, but I'm just saying, like, still, kids, seems like a lot of young people feel more comfortable watching these people for their politics, even though they're just getting a bunch of lames. And without even watching this girl's content, her doing this is lame. It's lame as shit. I don't care if you think, oh my god, she's fucking being held hostage, essentially, like financially hostage. I understand, but savages don't move like that. I'm sorry, you're a lame. You should probably, if you're doing politics on your channel, maybe quit doing that forever and ever. Do something else until you wake the fuck up, honestly. But all right, here we go.
to receive credit from
There's
the
more of
public
the
for helping me
Hogwarts
without providing
student.
any. As to the
Hogwarts and
GoFundMe
Rolly.
money, to the extent there are any remaining funds after I pay my attorney's fees, I have agreed to pay the remaining funds to the Kleins. The funds will not go to anyone else, including Denims or Frogan, to defend their lawsuits.
Denims or
For the
Frogan.
record, I have agreed to cooperate with the
These
Kleins in their
lames. We're
litigation
dealing with
against
lames
the
right
H3
here.
Snark mods for promoting my live stream to the extent that I am
This is about
able.
copyright.
I will offer
This
my
feels like a
support,
troll,
including
right? Like a super
testifying under
troll.
oath to everything I have just
You
stated
know, it's Pop YouTube Day.
to
We're
help
in.
their cause. I also
She sounds like
take
she's
the opportunity
admitting to doing
acknowledge
something
other
like wrong,
misconduct and
like
bad behavior I have exhibited online.
immoral.
For example, weaponizing the death
Bro,
of
listen.
Asmongold's
It's
mother
like the tone of
is
this.
inexcusable.
Wait, what'd she
I
do?
should know
Oh, she did it for content, didn't she?
and bad behavior I have
Hey.
exhibited online. For example, weaponizing the death of Asmongold's mother was inexcusable.
Weaponize the
I should
death of Asmongold's mother. Okay. These motherfuckers they're all like lames. They're actual lames. Asmongold's a lame. She's a fucking lame. Ethan Klein, lame, obviously. Hassan Piker, fucking lame. Like, guys, like, What if someone like Genius pops out of this generation? Are they not going to notice them? They're not going to be noticed, are they? They're just going to float by like nothing, like they didn't exist. Meanwhile, these idiots are running around here just gathering your attention. Don't you just love Pop YouTube Day? I love it. It's a fucking holiday. There we go. December 2nd. In perpetuity, forever and ever, December 2nd is now Pop YouTube Day. Watch me forget next year if I'm even still making content. Here we go.
No better because I have 3 disabled people that rely on me. Moving forward, I will do better. I also want to apologize to the crew of the H3
She didn't write
podcast,
this. Someone else just wrote this for her.
particularly
Right?
AB and Olivia. I apologize for calling them cowards for not quitting their jobs. That was a shameful attack on 2 people who deeply care about Palestine and Palestinian people.
I'm not ashamed to say it. Hey, whoever those guys are, quit your jobs. Quit. I've seen enough from the H3 fucking podcast when it comes to foreign policy issues. Quit your fucking job. Next. I think that's who she's talking about. If I'm getting that wrong, please. I thought it's his wife and maybe another podcast member of Ethan Klein. Yeah, anyone working with or for Ethan Klein, quit your fucking job and do something else. That's my recommendation. Doctor's recommendation. Here we go.
AB, along with his wife Lena, have done more than I have ever done for the Palestinian people, including raising over $100,000 in charity. I recognize that they have actually made Palestinian
This is
lives
not real.
better,
This
and
is not
my
real. This is a
online
troll.
antagonism
This
and
is not
trolling
real.
has not.
Like we look at politics sometimes. We watch like Candace Owens or Alex Jones or people like this, whoever, Sam Cedar. Like it feels like very bullshittery, fake, strategic, whatever the thing is, right? But this shit looks like hyper unrealistic. Like hyper unrealistic. It looks like so faulty, bullshitty. Like even if you lost a copyright suit, this is not how you go about it because you'd be tanking your own shit, right? Unless they're like that stupid or something. I don't know. So just all of the screams like uber fake, right? Like over the top fake. Like Jackass. Like remember Jackass? Like it's obviously like you guys are full shit. Got it. It's movie shit. It's TV shit. It's what's his name? Borat or whatever. It's like yeah, it's fake. We know it's fake. But then there's like another level where it's like Michael Moore version of fake, right? It's like okay, it's a little bit different version of fake where it can be somewhat believable. But this shit is like hyper fucking fake. I think it's on like Jackass level. Probably even worse than Jackass as far as like obviously fucking fake. I don't know, man. All right, let's apply. Here we go.
Apologize to Ethan and Gila personally. I have said extremely mean and cruel things about both of them, particularly my misogynistic attacks against Gila that never should have been said. I also want to acknowledge the pervasive
Can you be a
problem
woman
of
misogynist?
anti-Semitism in leftist spaces. It should concern all of us. I condemn it and will not participate in it. To that end, I wish the Klein's success in enforcing TED Entertainment's copyright and protecting the legal rights of online content creators.
Someone's getting involved in this. Someone is investing their fucking time and lives in this. I guarantee it. Oh my god, did you hear what Kaceytron said? Oh, did you hear Ethan's response to it? Oh, did you hear Hassan's response to Ethan and Kaceytron? Like someone's investing their actual mind space on this shit. That's incredible. But I mean, at the same time, like, follow your bliss, you know? Follow your bliss. Just don't be a lame while you're watching. Be active while you're watching. Don't be a passive observer. Engage with it. You don't have to, like, write messages all over the place and fucking document it and fucking do YouTube videos, whatever the fuck. Mentally, I mean. Like, be, like, observe that you're observing this.
We got one guy come in
What?
for 11, and then
You are
Sorry,
unmuted, my man.
for Waterloo. So
Hey, Butthead. Hey, Butthead. You're unmuted right now. Yes, you, Josh.
what?
Yeah,
I'm
butthead,
sorry.
you're unmuted.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, friends. Hey, guys. What's up?
No, it's less so that, more so if you're saying something that shouldn't be on fucking YouTube
No,
anywhere.
it's not. It's not. I'm good.
Okay.
What's up, guys? What's up, man? I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
You can move me into the fucking sleep zone anytime I start yapping, bro. I apologize. I get into the car and it fucking, or if I leave the VC, it'll fucking join unmuted. So
Okay. The other time, I swear, I'm like, this guy's gonna say his fucking credit card number out loud, or his fucking debit card. I fucking moved you. I don't know what the fuck
All right,
you were
I'm sorry.
ordering, but whatever. All right. Anyways.
Oh no, I was getting electric shit last night, bro. I was trying to I'm trying to install a plug. My bad.
Fair enough. And also pause for that. All right, let's move on. Like, once again, I think there's some people that are going to almost like, but like more intense than network television, right? When you see like back in the day, like kids would watch like Dawson's Creek or something like that, or fucking whatever teen drama shows, right? And they invest themselves, but they are aware that it's a play happening.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, Buffy, a great show. Well, the later seasons are. They invest their hearts and minds into it, but they're aware that it's a play happening, right? But this kind of has like a simultaneous hyper realism and hyper full of shitness at the same time. So it's like, I think you're getting that actual dynamic where kids are actually investing in it. Actually, maybe wrestling has that idea. Like back in the day, wrestling. Now they're all upfront about it being like, predetermined results. But before that, back in the day, I could see a little kid be like, "Oh, that's right. Yeah, yo, why are you beating up Shawn Michaels like that? How dare you?" All right, like actually mad about it. But even that is still a degree further away than what I think these guys are doing. It's like kind of like hyper realism, but hyper pseudo at the same time. All right, let's continue with more of pop YouTube. Now here's Alex Jones with Sippy Cup Nick himself. Would never engage with people like Hassan Piker or Ethan Klein or whoever this Kaceytron lady is. He would never engage with those guys. Those guys they're not real. I'm the real deal. But you engage with Alex Jones. Here we go. Right.
They come here from a horrible country. They don't contribute, and then they're not even grateful. There's no gratitude. There's no reverence. There's no appreciation. And he's right. Ilhan Omar, that other one that just ran for mayor, they're not loyal to America. They don't even like America. And he's right. All they do is whine and complain. I love that he says, all they do is bitch. It's true. That's all they do. And we don't want him here. Does anybody think America's made better by a bunch of Somalian immigrants? We don't want him here. It's just not a good idea. Don't need him.
And it's so healthy to start differentiating and bring back common sense. That was so revolutionary. Wow.
I mean, wow. More of your blatant pseudo, whatever you want to call it, intellectualism, pseudo personalities, pseudo confidence. Let's be honest. The confidence these two have could be snatched away in fucking seconds. It really could be. To sell you shit that they claim is Christ-like, but is actually anti-Christ-like. Very, very anti-Christ-like, actually. As far as I understand the character to be. So yes, they will. This is what these guys do. They'll show you images of Captain fucking
profound
Phillips.
Bullshit. I'm sorry. It's just very, very stupid.
Well,
in my opinion.
Well, there's the thing. Like on the analytical level, they would get wrecked, right? But
But even on like a basic level, like everything he does just sounds dumb.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm trying to go with this. Where it's like,
yeah,
you don't need to be an intellectual you don't need to know about every little factoid of everything that happened on planet Earth ever, right? It's more of like,
it just sounds
read them as
stupid
people.
And fucking hateful and nasty. Like it's like, it sounds fucking mean spirited.
No, but Sebs, Nick said fuck Israel, so he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's a good guy. Why the fuck are you here?
It's like, again, it's like anything that like tries to foreground any kind of empathy just gets like pushed down, like, or nuance, like we were saying earlier. It's just, there's none of that. It's all just like hyper reactionary bullshit.
No, but
Just
that's boring. They want to hear fireworks and explosions go off.
true. Nuance is boring. You're right.
This is where we're at. It is what it is. This is where we're at.
It's like they're not great. There's no reverence. It's like reverence? What do you, a fucking statue? Weirdo? What the fuck? What does that even mean?
But it's like once
weirdo
again
shit.
that kind of like hyper realism with the hyper pseudoness, to where it seems believable as a person, but also you don't know anyone like talking like this in regular life.
No.
At the same time,
No.
so it's just like it's extremely pseudo, but extremely hyper real at the same time. Like
It's like usually extremely drunk people at the bar who like don't even know what the fuck they're saying anymore.
they got their
There's
confidence
no
up.
reverence here. It's like, are you like what are you smoking? Are you okay?
I think it gets to the crux of why I do pop YouTube days sometimes.
Yeah.
It's guys, I get it, but I get the sense of seeking something that grabs your attention, right? It's entertainment essentially, but this is not it, dude. Because you don't want if you watch the movie, okay, at the end of the movie, and because you scream so loud for it, 1,000 people die over there. That can't be. You wouldn't accept that, would you? No matter what the fucking movie is. Right? If it's fucking new Spider-Man, right? If you cheer for it, guess what? 1,000 people die over there. There's no way you would accept that. Why do you accept that in regards to the realm of politics? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
There's not 1,000 people
because
dying.
it's been normalized.
Wow.
Like I don't know. But it's like, and of course I get the idea of like being kind of shocking to grab attention and then like obviously say something deeper or like try to get people to engage with something like another layer of meaning, right? Beyond the surface and stuff. Like I get that, but obviously like this just very much is not it at all. Like this is just all like it's just edgelord kind of like I don't know, like nasty, like mean, just kind of detached. It's not first of all, it's not sustainable. This is not sustainable at all.
Well, they get bored. Actually, it's funny enough.
People are gonna get bored with it. Like what? It's
the audience
because
gets bored.
you have to keep like upping the ante to a certain degree. It's like where do you go?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Shout the jackass. It's like, where do you go?
Oh,
well,
bam.
you know what? I'll do
Bam.
Fear Factor for 65 plus year olds to watch. I'll do Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Shout to Johnny Knoxville. But either they up the ante or people get bored of them.
Yeah.
It just seems to be what happens. I mean, they'll have a core audience, right? They can't go work at Walmart, right? That's one of my sayings, like where like an actor makes it far enough to where it's like, all right, you're not the most famous person in the world, but you can't work at Walmart either because people will be like, oh my god, are you fucking what's his name from Smallville? Isn't that you? They can't go work there. It'll disrupt the entire business. So thus they have to take like commercials or D level movies or whatever the fuck they gotta do, right? But they'll have a core audience. Don't worry.
Schlepping ivermectin on Rumble, whatever.
They do what they gotta do.
Ozempic, Trump RX, whatever.
I clicked on a Rumble video. Was that yesterday? Right when I was playing Jimmy Dore, and Ed, being a little bitch about shit, but. I first clicked on it on this computer to see if he was live on Rumble. Just like, okay, let me play some background noise for anyone to watch, right? I'll play something and just not be here, right? I'll do that quite often. But the commercial was this grown woman stuffing sticks of butter in her mouth, and it was actually like a health message. It wasn't like a troll or a joke or something funny. It was like actually like. This is what butter can do to you, or here's the health benefits of butter. I forgot. I didn't even know what side they were on in regards to it, but it's just some lady stuffing butter in her fucking mouth. I'm like, what is this? What is this? What is this fucking drivel? Like,
I don't
holy
fucking know.
Fuck! I hope it's AI.
Ivermectin, butter, like anti-fungus cream. I don't fucking know. It's
This is so
it's a mixed
bizarre.
bag.
What the fuck are they selling on Rumble, bro? What's going on over there? Like an army
Bro.
binoculars and shit. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, tactical gear. Yeah.
It's like, yo, guys, you guys don't see they're targeting you and shit. Like, you don't see that at all. It's all good. You know?
What is it? The bear skin.
Exactly.
Okay.
Holy Christ, bro! This flashlight has the power of the sun in it. Flash it anywhere, you can see a mile away. Like,
we actually got it from crypto.
I've seen a lot of Trump coins. Not as much lately, but I've seen more of the Trump coins. Get your Trump coin
that was
here.
big at first. And then you see like fucking Donald Trump Jr. selling like ivermectin and shit. And I'm like, what is this?
Trump Jr.
This is like an anti-parasitic. Like, why are you guys just... How many parasites do y'all have? Where are you going?
Matt Gates, Jimmy Dore, these full, what's it called? All family something like all family something medicine or something like that. Where these guys are like, hey, you can get your ivermectin here. It's your all family.
Yeah, it's like Peter McCullough's.
What the fuck is this? And who's this working on? It's working on someone for sure, right?
Oh, it's definitely working. I'm telling you, it's a lot of the alternative health people, like that crowd. Which, by the way, like there's a lot of reason why people move that way. Like I completely get it. Like allopathic, kind of holistic medicine.
Yeah.
Kind of trying different things. Like that's great.
But not
But it's like these people are like capitalizing off that shit. Like it's like the Maha. Like that's the crowd. So like very legitimate complaints. People who may have been harmed by actual like medical doctors and shit. And then they prey on those people. It's fucked up.
From the voiceover to the cinematography of the commercial to all, you can see they're targeting certain people. I can see it a mile away.
Yeah.
And you don't have to trust me on that, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen so many different things, like content when it comes to like cinema in my life, where like you can just tell right off the bat, like, okay, you're targeting someone with this style of voice. Right? If they change it to a British accent, it might be seen differently by the audience. If I change it to a quote unquote black guy accent, it'll look different.
Yeah.
It's like that's on purpose. What they're doing is on purpose. It's not by accident.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, absolutely. Like they're not gonna have like some like squeaky geeky sounding white guy trying to sell you your cocoa butter. No, like it's not gonna make sense.
Exactly.
It's just not like it. Yeah.
They're hiring firms to do this most likely, and they're probably hiring the cheapest on Rumble, at least the cheapest of marketing firms.
AI
that too.
Yeah,
but like it's almost like they punch it like, but make it tacky. Like sell this cream here, but like make it kind of tacky because it feels more real to people when it's not so polished and like a Colgate fucking commercial, right? Where it's very clean and polished, and the voice sounds a certain way, and the cinematography, the cameras are hyper HD. They want it to be like a little more dirty, so that it feels more appealing to you. Like, oh, this is actually real, versus that Colgate bullshit, bro. Fuck Colgate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is
it's
marketing.
It's RFK Jr.'s, whatever estranged girlfriend made this in her basement organic. I don't know. It's like it's just like what?
Just mixing things in a vat.
A crunchy granola mom from California made that. Like I don't know. No offense to Amy. Sorry. I feel like anything I say is like a dig somehow at.
Oh, you said her name. She's gonna show up now, and also Dick Fuentes is on my screen. She's gonna show up for that too.
True.
You watch.
True.
But all right. Back to this. And actually tying it in with what we were just saying, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people that watch Alex that are like, yeah, this guy's full of shit. We're done with Alex. But Nick is not in that category yet, as far as I understand, when it comes to the audience members. And don't be surprised when we're making fun of these little commercials on Rumble to where you find out, like, this guy's actual core of what he does is actually just that. Just a little bit more sophisticated. A little bit more sophisticated. That's all. Nothing, not some genius level thing happening, just a little bit more sophisticated than that shit. I'm sure they'll get mad at me now for this. But at the same time, if that day comes about where it's like, oh shit, this guy he's fucking with us. He played us.
Yeah.
For whatever
he's making
reason.
Tons of money as well. Like, let's not,
Yeah.
Like it's like he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars like a year doing this shit, if not way more. So
Probably, yeah. I think he makes a decent amount of money per year.
yeah.
And yeah, good luck, guys. Good fucking luck. All right, let's play more of this. Here we go.
It is, but now we need to see something done about it. They need to go into Minneapolis and liberate the city, because otherwise it's all talk.
Sorry. There's one more thing. Nick, in regards to people that this is what gives me that inkling is how he reacts to people that claim to like him versus people that claim to not like him, regardless of ideas, regardless of them. It could be Laura Loomer, to where her ideas would be considered for most Nick fans would consider her the opposite of Nick. But if she said, you know what, I love Nick Fuentes though, Nick might be buddy-buddy with her. And that is a kind of a sign, I would think an IQ test, if you will, of, hey, is this guy for real about this? Or is it about him? Or something worse, which means, paid actor by someone that you never heard of before. That could be really bad. But I'm saying, like, on the surface, you don't want your favorite content creator being waiting for someone to like diss him or love him before he calls him out or not calls him out, right? That leads to a bad road, but we have seen it before. We have seen it. But,
right. Hashtag Jimmy Dore.
Shout out to Jimmy Dore. All right, let's hit play. Here we go.
And it's so healthy to start differentiating and bring back common sense. That was so revolutionary. Wow.
It is, but now we need to see something done about it. They need to go into Minneapolis and liberate the city, because otherwise it's all talk. Okay, it's a great statement.
I'm sorry,
That's what everybody.
The whole idea of like common sense. It's like, isn't that what they were kind of like raging against? Like challenging the common orthodoxy of like the woke, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, but like, I don't know. It's just this idea of like, what is common sense anyway? Like, what does that even mean?
They won't bother to explain or even psychologically explore that. Now, I see why Nick might not, because or Alex, because these guys, they get very comfortable livings from all this shit. But the audience, what's your fucking excuse? What is your excuse for that? We're not thinking bigger, not thinking deeper about things. What's your excuse for that? One person will, these guys got a job, they got to do this, they got to do that. I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, but what do we say about Alex and Nick? Well, they got a show, they got to do this, like, so then like no one can do it then. Apparently, it's not possible. Apparently,
so they're just like, oh well, you can't, you got to get your hands dirty if you want to win. It's like, what are you winning? I'm like waiting for the W.
Well,
it's like, where are they?
Nick and Alex, they're winning. The audience member is not getting anything out of this. You're getting fucked over, guys. I went over it from president to president. People saying like, yeah, these guys suck. Like they look like heroes in the time period, right? Rachel Maddow looks like a fucking genius next to George W. Bush, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But then Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson look like geniuses when they're looking at Obama. And then it flips over the next administration to the next administration. It's like, it's these guys, sure, their careers are boosted and they get praise and glory from all this shit, but what the fuck do you get?
Yeah.
They get nothing out of this. So it's like,
well, they get to be part of like I don't know,
the vibe of it. For
I
what?
guess, like they get to be part of the
10 years
movement. They feel like they're part of a community. I think that's kind of like what it would kind of come down to.
So did Joe Rogan fans. They thought they were part of a community, but then they're like, wait a minute, what the fuck's this guy? Yo. They start complaining,
They'll
right?
Find a different one.
And they find out, like, wait a minute, Joe's not even listening to us. What the fuck? And boom. There it is.
And they'll go to the guy, like, criticizing Joe. And they'll get tired of that guy, and they'll go to the guy criticizing the guy that was criticizing Joe. And it's like, so on and so forth.
Build more towers. All right.
Yeah.
Let's hit play here. There we go.
But now we need to see something done about it. They need to go into Minneapolis and liberate the city, because otherwise it's all talk. Okay, it's a great statement. You know, that's what everybody wanted to say. It's very cathartic. It's like, you know, I
Trump's
feel good when I hear that.
Enough.
But
you
if
go
in
there.
3 years,
Nick, you go into Minnesota and do that. Why can't you do that? But you have like fans and shit. Why don't you like grab a megaphone and say, "Hey guys, can you leave our cities?" Is it because you're a 95-pound little dweeb little fuckface, and you need other people to do that shit for you? Huh? Look at that.
With their fucking Christmas decorations in the background.
Christmas with no Christ, by the way. But let's continue. Here we go.
Minneapolis is still Somalia, and I'm going to say WTF. What happened then?
By the way, do you know the cops they hired that were Somali non-citizens?
I'm sorry, these are ad hominems.
Killed people and lost their jobs within a few months.
Be analytical, but it is Pop YouTube Day. So.
I'm sorry about Somalis, folks. Let me just be honest. They literally admit it is a culture of slavery and piracy.
Oh, shit, really?
Well, and it's them. It's the Haitians. It's like, hey, remember the Haitians in Springfield? We don't want these people. Like, these are probably the two worst countries on earth. Haiti and Somalia. They don't have a functioning government.
Haiti and Somalia are the worst countries on earth. Now, a thinking person would ask the question like, well, how do you decide what's worse or best? How do you decide that? Because you told us that our country is owned by another country, a country the size of New Jersey, right? Size of New Jersey, right? And you're saying that little country owns our big country. Like, what do you say? At least ratio-wise, you know, Haiti to France or Haiti to the U.S., it makes sense why they're being owned by them, right? Why is Israel owning the U.S.? What happened there? Jewish gangsterism. It's lame. I'm telling you, these people are fucking lames. They are fucking lames. And by the way,
I'm just waiting for him to make the IQ argument. It's the lowest IQ by average. Like,
and I'll let this play, but I just want to say this real fast. It seems like every time Nick comes on Infowars, he's here to dick ride Trump quietly. He dick rides this fool, but when he's on his own, he's like, "Oh, Trump, fuck Trump, fuck Trump." Yeah. But when he goes on Infowars, he seems like dick ride Trump quietly. Quietly does it. It's pretty interesting to see. Now, I know the fans, because they have their blinders on, won't see that shit, but guess what? Don't act like no one told you about that shit. Don't act like no one told you. I beg you not to. Anyways, here we go. I'll let it play. I'm sorry.
Remember the Haitians in Springfield? We don't want these people. Like, these are probably the two worst countries on earth. Haiti and Somalia. They don't have a functioning government. Somalia does not and has not had a legitimate central government in decades. And neither does Haiti. And yet we're bringing these people into the Midwest. Why? Why are we bringing them to Ohio and Minnesota? Well, they're bringing them in because they have a functional welfare state. They're bringing them in because you have good health care in Ohio and Minnesota. Bringing them in because you have a generous welfare state.
You think they're getting health care?
For the president.
Well, go ask regular Americans that live there, and ask someone like with like a cancer patient. Go look at the fucking loopholes they have to go through to get fucking health care. Yeah, go ask them that. They're getting great health care. Are they? Are they? I'm sure Nick has very good health care. I'll put it that way. In the Midwest. Here we go.
The actual President Trump that is going to take them and remove them from the country completely. But, I'm not confident that that's going to happen. Oh, my God,
the invasion.
When they send in ICE
the invasion
by the tens or hundreds of thousands, and they literally just take them all out. And one day you wake up and Minneapolis is no longer under Somalian occupation. I don't think that's going to happen, but it needs to. And so that's
okay. So go to New York and get rid of the Italian.
So clearly you still have it in
Get rid of the fucking Irish occupation. What the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? It's fucking stupid.
It is actually stupid. It's going to lead to more problems. But don't worry, Nick will be fine. He can't work at Walmart, guys. This guy cannot work at Walmart. He has to make a certain amount of money. Otherwise, he can't work at Walmart. He can't do it.
Yeah.
He can't be caught on camera. Oh my God, are you Nick Fuentes? Yeah. All right, pal. Yeah. All right. $5.99 for the fucking for the bleach or laundry detergent. Okay. God. Yeah, some Nick Fuentes, everyone. All right, fine. Leave
Get
me
your
alone.
bag of Fritos and get out.
He can't do that. So thus, logical
Come
conclusion.
on. The Somali occupation, like.
If you think Nick Fuentes is around regular fucking people, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm sorry, fans of Nick. He's not around people like you. I'm sorry. He's not around regular people, dude. He's not. He's on private jets with Kanye fucking West, you dummies. He speaks for
What's
real
interesting
people.
to me too, like these people never talk like, and this is not to make it about Christianity or whatever, but like I just find it interesting that like,
oh my God.
but no, but like because I noticed they never really talk about the Ethiopian occupation of DC, because all those motherfuckers are fucking Orthodox Christians too. It's just fucking fascinating. That's all. That's all I gotta say. I'm done.
Or just
And the Haitians are heavily Catholic. Just saying, but I guess they don't. They
so are
just don't
Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, Afrikaners, if you will.
Yeah.
South Africa. Yeah. Right. These things
Well, a lot of the
exist.
Ethiopian Orthodox, especially the ones that live in like Virginia and like kind of the DC stuff, like they vote conservative, like, and they're very involved in the church. And you bring up abortion and gays, and it's a wrap. So maybe that's the coalition. I don't know, but
What's funny is
interesting.
actually, what's funny? Remember Kanye kissing the hand of a rabbi? I'm so sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kissing his hand and shit. Yo, Nick, what do you think about that? Well, Kanye's got to do his thing, I'm not mad. Oh, thanks, Nick. Thank you for your. But what happened to the rebel, the fucking revolutionary? What happened to that shit? What happened, dude? Does Kanye outflank you popularity-wise so much that you must dick lick no matter what happens? Did Kanye accidentally, either maybe on purpose even, who knows, on purpose or by accident, exposed you, you little fucking leech, you little Dennis the Menace little fuckface? Oh,
he's
shit.
revolutionary in the streets, bootlicking in the sheets. So there you go. Wrapped it up for you.
I have never heard that before. I might steal that one. Yeah, it's like, whatever. Listen, guys, it's Pop YouTube Day. We talk shit right now. We're in shit talking mode, okay? A little bit of analysis, but mainly shit talking. Nick,
what is there to even analyze? Like his fucking.
I don't know. I would figure it's face value.
Like...
I'd figure it's face value. Yeah. Like, yo, guys, what the fuck is this? But
What? It's like the Somali occupation of Minneapolis. Yo, stop. And take the mic away, please.
All right, here we go.
2016, Trump never left. You just need to flip
Doesn't he have
the
to like go to a
But now
cousin's
you need
quinceanera to go to or something?
Say that again. I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said, doesn't he have a cousin's quinceanera to go to or something? Bitch ass. Bitch ass. No offense, Anthony. Go ahead.
Here I am drinking my Modelo at my uncle's fucking. All right, here we go.
Trying to drink my Dos Equis.
You know what we want to hear. You know what we want you to do. The 2016 Trump never left. You just need to flip a switch. But now you need to deliver.
He's never
left.
left.
If you can deliver all these other things, deliver this. Do what you need to do. But make it happen, because if you remove these people, they're not coming back. If you take these people out of the country, you can violate every federal judge injunction, every Supreme Court ruling, whatever. If you just take these people and physically remove them, they're not coming back. Just do it and pardon yourself. Do it and pardon your people. But we just have to start getting...
Literally
By the way, you're putting them into...
I'm just letting y'all know, you're asking for a dictator.
He's asking for blatant corrupt,
Yeah.
What happened to Crisis King? What happened? Is he actually king, Nick? I don't think he is in Nick's world. Christ is not. I think Nick is king in Nick's world. I don't think Christ is anywhere near his fucking thing. Once again, Christmas with no Christ in it, I think. As far as what we understand the character to be, I don't think he's anywhere even looking for shit like that. Anywhere near it. Which is embarrassing if you follow this shit, you fucking idiots. Yeah, go say some stupid shit in my fucking comments too. I dare you to. Oh, by the way, Pop YouTube Day. Should I show this? A commenter who I love their comment. Let me go over this content. Sorry, this comment was brilliant to me. I want to go over it for a second. I think it's brilliant.
Was it really insightful, thoughtful, sweet?
Yes, it was genius. It was
Oh.
genius. But it wasn't
Okay.
about me though. That's the brilliant part about this. It was it was quite genius. Let me find this thing. Where's this brilliant? See this right here? See, look. Video would be better without random bitch making retarded comments that bring nothing of value. Kick her out next time. You know what? Funnier is genius. Genius.
That was
YellBro.
definitely about Sebs. 100%.
No, it's a mystery. It's a mystery. Who knows? Who knows who he's talking about, you know? Genius comment. Please subscribe to my channel. What? Funner is a word. Funner is a word. All right. Yeah. Join up, bro. Thank you for taking down this demon that's been haunting my Discord for years and years now. Thank you for all your service. Anyways, let's get back to Alex and Nick here. It's more intellectual conversations. Here we go.
Wonderland.
What parts
They
of
all
the
say how
comment?
great Somalia is. You're
Or
doing
what
a
parts
favor.
of the video were retarded? Now, or what part of the of the commentary was retarded? I just want that to be. Can you like give us some timestamps? That's all I asked for.
This is my revenge. When you backup dance for some of these idiots in my comments, okay? This is my revenge.
When did I back up? It's not my fault that some of them were like, "Oh, the girl's the only one who's making sense." That made sense. Made sense.
That's called backup dancing.
Well, I had to comment back, and I was like, "I agree. They should give her more airtime." It's true. The girl knows what she's talking about.
YouTube. You know. Come on, guys. You know. Anyways, let's move on. Here's more Nick and Alex.
Fuck your disc.
Here we go.
Now.
And by the way, you're putting them into a wonderland. They all say how great Somalia is. You're doing them a favor.
Yeah, they're so proud, right? I mean, they're so proud of their culture and their heritage, and they're so much better than us. So let's just do them a favor. We'll get them a nice military cargo plane ride right back, and then we're going to slam the door shut so they're never tempted to return. I just want to see it happen.
That's so
and it's
weird.
frustrating.
Why don't you
know, when you
I got an
hear
idea.
that,
Why don't you get a big plot of land? Why don't you round them up, put fences around it, right? And you just shove them in there. Just shove them in there. And then eventually, why don't you get these like really big ovens,
Oh my God.
And then you can really get rid of the problem.
You just triggered a Nick fan with that one. For sure you did. You just triggered a Nick fan. 100%.
I'm just saying. But like, why don't we do that? Why don't we just do that? We just get rid of them. They're not of any use to anybody. They're just eating up all the resources. And everything is about resources and hoarding money like fucking dragons. So, yeah. Build a camp, shove them in there, and when you can't really afford to keep them anymore, get rid of them. Burn the bodies.
Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I think we should pray on this and ask Christ what he thinks we should do about this.
I'm just saying, it's like at a certain point, it's like, well, because somebody has to be more extreme, right? It's like, no. What we really need to do is to make sure they never come back.
Round them up, throw them on planes, fly them over, then shut the door behind you is the most Christ-like thing I've ever heard in my life, isn't it? Very Christ-like. I love that one. Yeah, guys. Dumb motherfuckers following that shit, you're gonna have a bad day. You're not gonna like, I think, what life is all about. I don't think you're gonna like it at all. And Nick's winning right now, bro. He's fucking confettiing money in the fucking air, bro.
Well, maybe I think Nick maybe might agree with how the Israelis deal with the immigrants from Ethiopia.
We know. He said it before. He has said it before.
Where they sterilize them and stuff so they stop having kids, right?
Nick has no problems with conquering things. Just leave the U.S. money out of it, though.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this little pipsqueak.
I'm sure he gets his asshole conquered every night. So, but anyway, I digress. Sorry, that was an Anthony joke. My bad.
Holy fuck.
My bad.
Nick gets targeted strikes every day.
He gets target practice.
For Christ's sakes, right? I mean, no Christ's sakes.
Anyway,
because,
yeah, Antichrist sakes.
All right, here we go.
You realize it. It's like it's very pleasing to hear, but you also realize, oh, so Trump knows exactly what to say and exactly what to do. He's just not doing it every other day.
No one would do this,
90%
Nick.
of the other times.
That's why we know you're fucking fronting.
That's where it's sort of bittersweet.
No, I agree, but I'm starting to see.
We know you're fronting. Nick, we know you're fronting. No one's going to do that. You know no one's going to do that. You know that. Right, Nick? You know that. Hey, guys, let's round up these people, and because of whatever nationality they might have, or even if they're American, whatever family ties they have to some other country or whatever the fuck, let's round them up and get them out of here. No one likes that, Nick. Duh. But guess what? Nick will win because he can't work at Walmart, but you might. Follower, lover of Nick. Yeah, I love whatever Nick says. Guess what? You might get fucked. But Nick will be fine. Don't worry about that. your fake Christ lover will be fine, but you can't. You're sorry. Unless you make a really nice channel or something, like really good thumbnails.
Well, according to Tim Pool,
we'll get the Tim.
People have been having a much easier time finding jobs now that the immigrants have been getting deported.
Oh, so we're winning.
Construction work.
Got it. We're winning. Don't worry, Nick. Sorry, Timmy is the next video. So let's play this. Let's let it run. Here we go.
Starting to swing back because he knows his poll numbers are in the toilet.
Moderation.
Well, I'm not going to say that until he delivers. I think this is what he does, which is he says these things and people go, oh, here we go. We're going to get that old Trump back. And it buys him another 6 months. And it's 6 months of letdown, 6 months of disappointment. I hope you're right. I hope he pivots and turns it around.
Well, they are having giant raids in Minneapolis right now.
Are they? How many people are being removed? I don't think
it's
they're talking about doing that.
No, it started. It just started. But here's the thing. Biden all gave him amnesty. Trump's revoking it.
Well, he's revoking their protected status so they could be deported, but we actually have to put them on the planes and get them out, but we're just not seeing those numbers. There's 300,000.
The last thing I want to say is, okay, that means that if Trump can do that, then the next president can undo that, right? Like, it's like...
Yeah. I mean, well, that's obvious, right?
Yeah.
And also, Trump didn't actually do that, even in rhetoric, his idea.
Even in their own, yeah.
Oh, you guys can, leave, but, come back. Yeah. On like a hall pass style thing, because we need the workers, or we need the students, or we need this or that.
Mm-hmm.
Which means Nick will have a career forever and ever. He'll be able to complain forever because no one's gonna regular people are not gonna like that shit. What Nick is asking for, they're not gonna like it. So thus, it'll always be subpar for Nick Fuentes.
Well, he's asking for like military raids of people's neighborhoods. Like it's like crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy talk.
Even though they've kind of been doing that.
It's it's childish. Like it's either somebody who's like demented. Still kind of childish, but it's This is like childish kind of like LARPing. Yeah. This is a LARP.
Yeah, and in 10 years, all those Nick fans, when they're whatever 35 years old at that point, probably, or whatever, maybe 20 years old. I don't know. Maybe 25 years old, whatever. You guys are gonna have like a rude understanding of how people move, regular people move around, and regular politicians move around. You're gonna have a rude awakening. But good luck to you. Don't worry. Don't pretend. Just pretend like you never heard me say, or any of us say any of this stuff before. Pretend you never heard it before. Move on with your lives. It's too difficult to confront. I know. All right, here we go. Wait, what?
You know, the judges have been blocking it. I mean, they have ramped up enforcement.
Yeah, I mean,
they're taking care of the problem, okay, Nick?
They're training more people. They're hiring more people, but the numbers are still so low. The average is like 1,000 per day. That's nothing. I mean, you need 10,000 a day. realistically, to get even the 10 million under Biden. That's just to get us neutral. And then people want to say, what about self-deportations? What about them? We need to literally have massive operations and get these people out. And they say, well, they're obstructing. Okay, like throw all those people in jail too. Wouldn't it be paradise if we woke up in 4 years and we were 10 million less immigrants and all these like left-wing agitators, all these horrible leftists were in prison for attacking ICE and throwing planters in front of their trucks? Like,
Gay frogs.
No, I agree, but that's the Soros judges that are letting.
Oh my God, wait, could you hear it? Sorry.
They should just disobey that. They don't have to listen to that. They should just disobey that. The Supreme Court intervened and said, you can't do these nationwide injunctions and every little thing. You got to go full Andrew Jackson and just disobey it. I mean, we're at a critical stage. We're in a crisis. It's time for the government to lay down the law. Time for the executive to execute.
No, I agree. The 12 days of Christmas.
Alex has a 3-minute ad. Is this an ad?
Sale is here at the Alex Jones Florida.
I'm embarrassed for these guys. I'm embarrassed for this. Someone's falling for this. Someone is falling for this. Anyways, okay. Another.
There's blue methylene in each box.
Yeah. There's blue meth everywhere. Got it. Shout to Heisenberg. But yeah. listen, Nick fans, listen. It's not looking good, man. Not looking good at all. I know I'm just a hater with ad hominems. I can predict every one of your fucking counterpoints to what we're saying. No offense to you, but it's just no offense, but it's like kind of bot-like, whatever word you want to use, style commentary on politics, which feels good. I'm sure it feels good in the moment, but like as time goes by and there's no revolution that happens, there's no takeover anywhere, just kind of feel goods in the moment. It's just all I can say is this. I promise you, speaking for myself, like, yeah, I'm being 100% real with you. That's all I can promise you. I'm being real with you. You may not like my opinions or my ideas. I'm pretty sure other people are coming from the same vein. They're just saying what they think out loud. Now you can throw it in the dirt because it's going against Nick all you want, or against Alex. I think there's less Alex fans doing that, but Nick fans that are in the moment, yeah, you can fight and struggle so hard to protect this guy, or engage the ideas, like actually engage them. I beg you to. And guess what? Leaving like multi-paragraphs comments to me does not intimidate me at all. I will respond to those. Just don't forget to respond back. Right? Don't say something, get responded to, and then disappear. Say your actual points. Like, for real. Like, engage with the ideas. Also, once again, this Discord is open to all of you. You can all join. You can say your opinions out loud or in text form in the Discord. You could do all of that. It's all welcome to you. I swear to God that's the case. Swear to God it is. We've heard much more quote-unquote dangerous ideas than what Nikki Boy presents. At best, what you're getting from Nikki is just neocon. You're getting John Bolton with, Just for Men and, what's it called? What's the de-wrinkling skin thing? Whatever it's called, bro. Injections in your fucking face. Like, just getting a younger version of John Bolton with a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a turn, right?
Botox?
I guess Botox? Yeah, Botox. You're getting that. Except, I guess he doesn't like Israel. Is that your only fucking thing that's different? Is that the only thing you actually care about as a viewer? If that's the case, it's like, God dang, bro, there's so much more to life, you dummies. But whatever. We'll move on. I hope you're enjoying Pop YouTube Day. Let's move on to Timcast IRL. More pop YouTube here for you. And I think and I hope Timmy like opens up with the Candace Owen stuff because it's pop YouTube day and we do this. All right, here we go.
In a viral post on X, Candace Owen says she is convinced she has received information that she believes proves Turning Point USA has betrayed Charlie Kirk. What does that really mean, betrayed? Well, she's implied that there's multinational organizations involved in the assassination. There's Israelis, the French Foreign Legion. And with this latest post,
I point something out.
A lot of people
you see that skateboard behind him with the logo?
Uncancelable, yeah.
Yeah, so that logo he bought from this other skate shop that was going to discontinue using it because of like whatever, some problematic like history. I mean, to me it looks like a Templar cross,
Nazi
whatever.
Or something.
But
oh, okay.
Yeah. So he bought it and now puts it on his skateboards that he sells and he calls uncancelable. So,
but Timmy's also talented though at skating, right?
Super talented.
Okay. And he wouldn't like if there was like a charity event, he wouldn't like buy the location where they're skating at, right? He wouldn't do that, right? He would never do that.
No.
He's a true skater
Stand
at heart.
guy.
Yeah. True skater. Got it. Punk rock, true skater. Got it. Here's more Timmy.
Multinational organizations involved in the assassination. There's Israelis, the French Foreign Legion. And with this latest post, the implication a lot of people took away is that they were involved in some way in the murder of Charlie Kirk, which, considering what we've seen already over the past couple of months, most people just believed that's the insinuation she's been desperately trying to make, which is really funny because so many people come out and go, she never said that. It's like, dude, come on. The post that she's made, the claims that she's making. In another claim, I believe this was today's episode, she said that one of the individuals, a high-ranking individual at Turning Point, lost millions of dollars when they didn't do a deal with Bibi Netanyahu. You add all these things together. She's painting a picture of Turning Point, angry that Charlie wouldn't work with Israel, was turning on Israel, so Turning Point betrayed him because they lost money and had him killed, and they used French Foreign Legion or whatever to do it. I got to be honest. Well, I'll save the overt commentary for the show, but the insinuation that you're seeing across X, the implication.
I'm sorry, bro. And listen, I think we all have them. I have my own. Granted, I'm aware of my own versions of like physical tics around people, or like on camera or whatever the fuck, right? I have my own like my own cadences. I'm aware of all these things, quite aware of them. But it's just funny, like Timmy's are just more ridiculous as time goes by. He does like a double finger scratch his face thing. I'm sorry, dude.
It's James knows all of them. It's like James is a fucking expert on like Tim's body language. Like, God, it's
just funny. It's like
one of his specialties.
So
it's the eyebrow thing where he does like the eyebrow or like the adjusting the shirt. Like,
yes, that's.
I just want to say
another one.
Adjust shirt. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just like the single finger scratch both sides of your face, like are both sides of your face itchy at the same time? Like what's going on there? What is that?
I think it's just every time he's lying.
Like you don't have much of a beard to like really like crisp up or anything like that, or like the finger comb down, you know. So like, what is that?
For the show, but the insinuation that you're seeing across X. The implication she's making.
What is that for? I don't understand that one.
That's a new one. Because he does his eyebrows, but yeah.
Listen. As a neurotic person, I understand physical like things you do, but Timmy, sit down, do some observation of you. Wait, there it is. Timmy, there's no reason for this. Okay, right here, this, no reason for it. Okay, there's no real beard there.
At the same time.
Double face scratch. Like is it?
I need
fucking
James here to
Pokemon?
decode. I need him to decode. Go ahead.
Hey, I understand, Timmy. It's okay. All right, just observe them, Timmy. That's all I ask. Observe that you're doing that. Change it around anytime you want to, bro. Or keep them. You can like signature series, you know, Timmy's face scratch thing. All right, here we go.
The insinuation that you're seeing across X, The implication she's making, they were involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk, which I'm just going to say outright, I think is silly, but we'll talk about that. And there's a bunch of actually important news. The Washington Post claimed that Hegseth, Secretary of War, ordered the killing of survivors of a drone strike as they were clinging to a boat for dear life. And the New York Times said,
oh my God, I want to hear that too.
This never happened. They actually checked with 5 different sources, independent of each other, and they all said Hegseth just gave an order to strike the boats and left. So why did the Washington Post lie? Because
now we have to, once again, we saw Laura Loomer with their own office space in regards to the Pentagon press room. We've seen Matt Gaetz. We've seen James O'Keefe. We see Jack Posobiec, kind of the same characters that I'm pretty sure in this Discord and probably my YouTube channel have been calling full of shit for a long time now. Yeah, those guys are Timmy was one of them as well. I think he was invited at the very least. Maybe he waited after day one, like, okay, let me let day 1 or 2 or 3 go by, then I'll show up. Or someone that works for me will show up one day. Maybe that's the case. But yeah, either way, Timmy, in regards to the Hegseth thing, which is why they might need their own personal press corps, it might be because of war crimes being committed, maybe? I don't know. But I had no idea that was in here, and I actually want to hear it. Whether I do it on video or not, I guess it's up to me, but yeah, I want to hear that regardless. But here we go.
Because they are now claiming in the press formally that the actions taken by Trump's administration are illegal and the orders given are illegal.
They're immoral at the very least,
Mark
right?
Kelly, Alyssa Slotkin, and many of the Democrats have told the military to defy illegal orders.
Now, for me, the initial thing is immoral, but the follow-up action is just obviously immoral. Like, even to like dummies that, oh yeah, go America, right? And they see 2 guys like.
Well, ideally, the law is supposed to be like moral code.
You would hope. You would hope.
Yeah.
Right? But
Deuteronomy. Where do you think our laws come from? Like they always say that shit.
yeah.
So.
Well, when you see 2 guys dangling off of like boat shards, like Jack and fucking Titanic, blowing them up might be like wrong. I don't know. Maybe your initial idea is like, oh my God, they have fentanyl, so we can blow them up. What if there's like 2 guys like stranded in the ocean? Do you blow them up too? Do you just kill them? That's immoral, no matter who fucking ordered it, right? Which based on someone that calls themselves a journalist, right? Like Timmy does. Doesn't that require investigation, right, Timmy? But all right, I'm sorry. Let's hit play here. I'm sure people are like, "Shut up, Jordan. Play Timmy." Here we go.
This is why they are putting out these lies. They are factionalizing our military, and well. You all know what I think about that. So we'll talk about that, plus some silly stories. Sabrina Carpenter's all mad because the White House used her song. Oh, cry more about it, lady. But before we get into...
Excuse me. No.
I'm sorry for pausing again. I saw that post where she's like, why are you using my song for you rounding people up? Why are you using my song for that? I'm sorry, like it is what it is. I'm sorry, guys, for pausing for there, but it is what it is. She's like, yo,
that's fair. That's a fair fucking thing to complain about.
Yes.
Me? What?
Yes.
Like, no, I don't want that. It's like that's not what this is for. Don't fucking you didn't ask my permission for this, and you don't have it. Like, no. Period.
I personally would sue, and not for money. Like, I want $0 out of this. I want my song off of your fucking shit.
Yeah.
And never let it happen again would be my stance. I hope she's doing that, but she sounds at least angry enough to be like, yo, take my fucking song off of your shit, bro. Go fuck yourselves. But, all right. Oh my God, so silly. Shut the fuck up, Timmy.
Like, that's not a silly story. Like, it's that's pretty fucking, that's actually serious. Like, you don't want your shit to be associated with some, like, the devil's fucking work.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. And I saw the video. Yeah, it's them like, get on the fucking ground, fucking putting people in handcuffs and shit like that. She's like, yo, what the fuck? You use my music for this? Get the fuck out of it. You're not doing that.
Yeah.
That makes absolute sense. It does. And the other way, by the way, I'm sorry, we have to speak like to dummies, their language. It went the other way around. I agree there too. if Timmy himself made a song and Harris used it for a campaign video, he's like, yo, get my fucking song off there. I'd be like, yo, take his fucking song off there. It works both ways around.
Yeah, it does.
It's not about Trump derangement syndrome.
It's not about teams. It's just, it's more like, especially with this kind of thing where it's like very like clearly hyper, like, it's extreme. Yes. It's very extreme.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, like a background song for like some documentary or somebody. It's like really heinous stuff. So
yeah.
it would warrant that reaction. It's a normal reaction in my opinion. But
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Context matters, folks. All right, let's hit play. Here we go.
Oh, that we got some great sponsors, my friends. We got tax.
Yeah, you gotta skip. You're selling water now?
He's selling his own water.
Fees in the
wait, hold on.
That's exactly how it will go down.
Yeah, he's selling his own water.
Pool water. Selling water. What about pool water? Like, if you heard pool water, be like, I'm not drinking that. It's like, I'm not drinking
that. Does it
have
chlorine in it? Like, what?
Fucking dead mosquitoes floating it. Like, I'm not drinking that. I'm good.
People's piss in it. Like, I don't fucking want that shit.
Pool water.
Disgusting.
Why is Timmy selling
Terrible
water?
marketing.
And why is it? Okay. All right. I didn't see that. Okay. 12-pack for 12 ounces. $25.
Artisanal. Okay. Artisanal. Fucking bread.
Others would say artesian. Dana.
Oh, my bad. I can't see. I thought it said artisanal.
Listen, I'm American. You're not. Fall back. Where's that? Funner is a word. Get her. Destroy her in my comments. All right, here we go.
I can't see on a small screen. I thought I saw
artisanal. To also smash that like button, share the show with literally everyone you know. Joining us tonight to talk about this and everything else is Nick Freitas.
Great to be back.
Welcome back, sir. Who are you? What do you do?
Well, I'm currently in the Virginia House of Delegates, although I'm not seeking re-election.
I want to beat up this old man's TRT supplier. Beat him up.
Probably a good move.
Pause.
But yeah, no, host of Making the Argument and the Y Minutes and other snarky mug compilations on social media.
Right on. Well, it's always great to have you. So welcome back.
Oh my God, the dweeb is here.
Hello, everybody. My name is Philip.
I am
well, it's always
correspondent here at Timcast.
This guy is a specialist of dweebiness. So this is gonna be awesome. All right.
What's up, Phil?
All right, Phil Boner.
I just ended up playing with some other people, but we will be there. It's kind of a meetup game, I guess.
Yeah, meetup game.
Officially gone for trade. Into the story here from Raw Story. Charlie Kirk was betrayed. Right-winger turns on Turning Point leadership after murder. Candace has, I would just describe it as officially gone for, I don't know, what would you describe this? The kill shot on Turning Point USA.
Pause.
She is not just implying that they were involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk, but that everybody should get a refund, and she's trying to get them to pull their donations. She tweets, I received information last night that put the final pieces together for me. I now can say with full confidence that I believe Charlie Kirk was betrayed by the leadership of Turning Point USA and some of the very people who eulogized him on stage. Yes, I will be naming names and providing evidence.
You were lied to.
And I'm making a personal plea to every well-meaning person who donated to this godforsaken organization to request a refund. You were lied to. And leadership knew.
Candace,
oh boy.
And
Candace is doing everything she can to destroy Turning Point USA. And then we have we have this video. Evan Kilgore posted it. Candace Owens just said a close family friend of Andrew Colvett allegedly reached out to her and said that Andrew told them he lost out of millions when Charlie rejected the deal with Benjamin Netanyahu earlier this year. Let me play the clip for you from her show. It's a minute long.
We just can't all be hanging out in Delaware. And there's one more thing that came in regarding Andrew Colvett.
Who buys this
very
shit?
Close family friend of Andrew Colvett had messaged me early on, and I again was not tracking any of this at the time, but they had said that they felt that Andrew Colvett was acting weird, and I'm sure that's not a big deal. I think we were all acting weird. Charlie Kirk was assassinated, but moreover, they had mentioned that specifically Andrew had told them that when Charlie said no to Bibi, he lost out on millions. Now, I'm going to say allegedly because this is a tip, but I have that tip in writing. I'm not lying to you. And I thought to myself, that is so weird. How could the spokesperson at Turning Point USA be how could they be gaining millions from that? What is the structure here of these contracts that even people that are in PR, people that are like running PR departments are getting tips on the basis of donations? I don't know how this is working, but we need to figure out how this is working. I think it's really important that we learn the truth about what happened. Who's Pierre? Is it Pierre Dupont? And has Turning Point been paid?
Who's
Obviously,
Pierre?
it wouldn't be
Huh?
on this year's taxes. You're not going to find those on this year's taxes, but they would be on next year's. But we can ask now.
You know, I was having
I'm sorry, Candace. It's so cinematic looking, but it looks like, once again, CW acting level of cinematics. No offense to her. I'm just saying, if she's acting, it's like D-level acting like skill, in my humble opinion, based on like all the shit I've ever seen in my life. If you're being for real, I think there's, on the analytical side, there's more that you could be doing if you actually are being real about this. There's plenty more you can be doing. It's like, oh my, okay, get rid of the, okay, you can be sad for your friend and all that stuff, but like, it looks so timed, and like, get rid of that. Just tell me what the fuck is up. Tell me directly what's up. If you're being real about it. Oh, my life is being threatened. These French people have something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. Just fucking go do it. Go say it. Go there. The fucking feds are not listening to you, according to you. So, like, go there. But if she's full of shit, this is D-level acting, honestly. But so is Tim.
Yeah.
Timmy's a D-level actor to himself. He's terrible. He's dog shit. He is dog shit at this. But okay, let's hear.
Lazy grifter.
Yeah, let's hear the panel, I guess.
Conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about how the average reading level in the United States is around like 7th grade.
Oh my god!
And I think she first had the 8th grade, and I was like, you know, this is funny because this just came up on Tim Castello the other night. I think it's actually around 7th grade, and then I was like, I double checked because we pulled up the data, and it actually ranges from between 5th to 8th grade, so it's like 6th, 7th grade reading level. And if
based on what?
I don't think Candace is stupid. I think she's actually super intelligent. I think she's a genius. And what I mean by that is not that she's a good person, but I believe that she is extremely aware. She is quick to learn and understand what she is doing. That's why I think what she's doing is amoral, is wrong. It's immoral. Because the way she just phrased all of that to imply that there was some illicit deal with Andrew Colvin in Israel, it's exactly what she's been doing. And I'm going to say this.
Sure thing.
I know.
To the, I suppose it'll sound elitist and insulting, but the people of low reading comprehension who can't parse through the manipulations, they believe this. Let me. I was at the poker room over the weekend, and there were these young guys.
Your fans are still dumber than her
Did you hear
fans.
that Candace is in hiding
Actually,
now
yes.
because Israel
Actually,
and like
yeah.
they're trying to kill her?
I believe.
over
Sorry,
this Charlie
but
stuff?
like,
And I said, you mean how she posted her show was off the air for the week because it was Thanksgiving? And they were like, she didn't say that. I'm like, yeah, she didn't say anything. It was vague. That's what she does. Vagaries.
That's what you
so
do.
that you connect the dots.
I thought Candace actually said, "Hey, week off of the show, like urgent message, week off of the show, or something like tied to that urgent message, right? Week off the show because of yada yada yada.
Yeah, threats to her life.
Yeah, we sent the things. We got receipts, you know, from
Yeah.
we got charged
FBI.
like receipts from the counterintelligence quote unquote agencies and the White House that to confirm that they received what I sent them. Thus, we're taking a week off.
But it's also
Right.
Thanksgiving weekend, week. So it's like, you know.
I understand that, but that's
Yeah.
me. Like, I have to
Yeah.
okay. Let me get in the mindset of taking her at her word, and then rip it the fucking pieces after you like actually look at it.
But
right?
what's taking a week off going to even do? What is that?
I don't know. I got no idea.
Because if you're really running, like, you'd need to change your face, quit the show. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it's like
you
the
better move to Turks and Caicos and fucking live out the rest of your lives.
Well, the fact that she came back the following week on a Monday, right? This week she came back.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought you were like French legionnaires chasing you down, trying to kill you and shit. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And we got nothing towards that. And then she says, like, oh, well, you know, I sent a text message to a guy I know in the FBI. Like, is that good enough? Like, what the fuck? So wait, you did that, but your life is in danger from the French intelligence or, you know, combat guy group. What the fuck? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
But don't worry, that leaves plenty of room for dumb fuck Timmy to take advantage of that. Especially if he works for the governmental apparatus of the United States or other governments as well. Seemingly, in my opinion, I'm just saying, it's plenty of room for him to take advantage of this shit. So,
yep.
Let's hear him do that. Most likely. Here we go.
And you can believe whatever it is you want to believe without her actually having said anything. So let me put it like this. If Andrew Colvett is working at a nonprofit, or
in words has a point, right?
Like often you get commissions on, it's called development. If you bring in a large donor, you will get a commission. That is completely normal at nonprofits. You may not like it. People may say, I think it's wrong that you get a commission on donations, but nonprofits are the same as any other business. So executive directors at nonprofits at big ones are going to make $1 million salaries. And it is, I honestly think it's stupid that people get mad about this, because if you want CEO level talent, you have to pay CEO level wages. Usually it's not going to be identical. You know, I think Charlie was getting, I think they say it was around $1 million between four different nonprofits.
By the way.
And he was worth substantially more than that. His show alone was probably bringing way more anyway. But if Colvett or literally anybody was organizing some kind of deal, be it with Netanyahu or anyone else, now you can argue that in of itself is wrong.
Call that talent.
But getting a commission on a donation is actually
that's not business savvy. That's not, you're just a fucking
when someone
asshole.
Is working with, they call it development.
That doesn't value themselves. So.
The insinuation now is that Turning Point USA killed Charlie, but the sledgehammer, of course,
we can't
when she
value
says
anyone else. You
everybody
don't
should
value
request
yourself.
a refund from this organization.
Exactly.
Now, obviously, y'all know that, you know, we have the minorest of drama issues with Turning Point. We're not going to be there at AmFest, but it is what it is. I ain't crying about it.
No, you made a video about it.
You made a video, crying.
Right, he did, right? I didn't watch it, but I saw the title of his site. Like, you made it about that. So, like...
Yeah. Not crying about it.
Listen, I'm
made
above...
a couple of videos.
I'm above this. I'm above it. I'm well above it, okay? I don't do petty over here on Timcast. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's like, why are they all like? How is it this many fucking things? How many? Like, I just went over Pop YouTube as like a kind of a joke, as like a thing. Like, oh, Pop YouTube Day, and why are they all like scoundrels, bro? What the fuck is this shit, dude? Shouldn't you like your brain should be wrecked by this? But guess what? Someone's like buying into all this.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you know, my actual hope is that Timmy fans show up. And they meet Nick fans, that meet Candace fans, that meet Alex Jones fans. It's like, just go to war in my comments. I'm here for it, bro. I'm here to wreck all of you.
It's because people watch his like stupid little clips. Like years ago, when my brother asked me about Tim Pool, he's like, "Oh, you heard about the guy Tim Pool? He seems like he's kind of middle of the road." No. No.
He's like a regular guy, right?
No.
Joe Rogan, regular fucking guy, bro. Ain't he?
Nah. I actually showed him some like videos and stuff. He's like, "Oh, Jesus." Like, exactly. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm good on that.
Oh man,
so.
It makes me.
And my brother's not like, he's not political at all. Like, he's into sports and cars. Like, that's his thing. So.
It made me think of the fucking Lauren Southern thing. Where it's like, yeah, these guys think we're like fighting for the world's health or safety or whatever the fuck, but meanwhile we're doing coke parties or fucking banging in hotels. We're doing this, we're doing that. Like, it's all make believe kind of. Is basically what she was saying, in my opinion, of what she was saying. She'd be lying.
Probably the most honest thing she said.
She could be lying, but I'm just saying she did say that.
But I'm just saying, like, the sentiment. That sentiment.
Yeah.
It's like,
she said
very
it.
real.
No, she said it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And so, whatever. But the idea that you would try to destroy them and get everybody to pull their donations using the insinuation they murdered Charlie Kirk is evil. It's evil.
Oh shit!
My whole thing with this,
stand on it,
because
Timmy.
I get asked about what do you think about what Candace did, or was it like? Look, I got no problem with people that want to question the official narrative. No problem. You know, I got questions about the whole 30-06 caliber, and is this really gonna did it do the damage, etc. Sure. What I don't understand though, and I worded it to someone this way once. I said, if I spent my entire life building an organization that I truly believed in, and I built a life with my wife, who I absolutely loved, and somebody came out and started making accusations that both the organization that I built and dedicated my life to and the woman I dedicated my life to were somehow complicit in my murder, I would hope that they had real receipts before they were willing to put my wife or my organization, my life's work, on the line for that.
I'm so sorry. Like, the whole thing that Candace actually sharpened her teeth off of was people saying like, oh, Candace is saying that Erica Kirk played a role in having Charlie killed, and Candace has used that as like, hey, look, they're saying this. I never said that. And this guy just said that, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He just said that.
Mm-hmm.
She can use this, like, if she wants to, shit on Timmy in his whole fucking podcast, she can right now.
Yeah.
She got called demonic by Timmy, all right? Essentially.
Evil,
whatever. It's same thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy just said, implying that his longtime loving wife is a part of this too. In which case, Candace will be like, I never said anything about her. What are you talking about? And thus...
Who, by the way, she's been going around saying the weirdest fucking shit about, how when I heard he was shot, I wished I was pregnant with his baby. It's like, what?
Yeah, I heard that, which is...
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, whatever. Okay, people have their own... I don't know. I'm just like, That's the first thought?
I would hope that's real in the sake of, there's a sweetness to crazy sometimes. It's not crazy. It's if she means that, right? That's not crazy essentially, but it is weird socially, but I wouldn't be the most mad person in the world. Like, oh, I wish I had his one last remembrance of Charlie before.
But that's the first thought that you would have. I guess to me it's like, wait, what? What happened? You know what I mean?
It could be clean
the natural instinct. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just...
Subs I hope it's something sweet and not troubling, you know.
That's
I
fair.
hope
That's
that.
fair.
Not saying it is that. I'm just saying I hope it's something sweet and wholesome or something, you know. I hope that.
Yeah.
Listen. These fools make me feel like I care more about Charlie than they do. Actually.
Because you probably do.
I hope not. I hope they care about him too in their own way or their own form or fashion. But they make me feel that way when I watch them talk about this shit. You should care about how did he die, but also care about other things outside of that, right? It's oh my god, the French Legionnaires and the fucking Israel did it and all that shit. Be real about everything you can get your hands on, essentially, for the sake of the guy you guys claim to care about, right? That's who you claim to care about. Shouldn't you look after him, whether he's here or not, right? But,
yeah.
But either way, I think Candace might make something out of this. Honestly, as soon as this guy said that right there, Candace might make a fucking video about this.
Yeah.
Because this is after
he gave
her
her
live
something
stream.
to bite on.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is after she did her alleged live stream. By the way, I don't think she's actually live when she does shit. Personally, my humble opinion. I don't think she's actually live, but guess what? Tomorrow's show might have this fool and Timmy all over it. I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be bad filler for a TV show, if you will.
You should be like, so I had a friend from Delaware send me this clip of Tim Pool. You guys are what?
And hashtag @tips for Candace.
Yes.
Someone sent me this
girl.
and I could see it.
Someone slid this on my hotline. It's okay.
It sounds like I'm sorry, audience. it sounds like she's joking, but like I can see that actually happening. I can actually see
I
that
know.
happening.
That's why it's scary.
Which is yes, that
Like-
fucks my head up a little bit. Like I can actually see that happening. Oh my
Yep.
dear lord. Okay, let's hit play here. This guy's setting up for failure, but here we go.
Again, you can ask all you want, but I would hope before people would believe that, you would actually be bringing something fairly concrete.
Is Candace?
Man, I'd hope that.
What happens if Candace?
Well, I can only imagine that
I'd
if
be so
when I
butthurt
die,
about that.
I got a lot of text messages with people that can be made to say. You know what? I wonder if I could like. You could take any text message from me to anybody else and make it sound.
Someone needs to
crazy.
do like an
See if I
academic
can
study
find
of
that.
all the text messages that have been released between them and Charlie. You know what I mean? Like a fucking like discourse analysis or some shit on just how someone's life is being talked about after they've died, like through revealing text messages. Because it's kind of nuts. Like I don't know.
Welcome to the Albrecht Road. I'm Jordan, and today Charlie I have text messages from Charlie Kirk, and he said, "You know what? YellBro is by far my favorite channel. I could never say it out loud. I could never admit it, but you guys are my favorite channel. But first, don't forget to share." All right.
Literally. Just like what? It's like look at all these messages. It's like I don't know. It's like it's kind of weird, right?
He left the fucking Da Vinci Code behind when he died, bro. He's like, just has.
He did. Like, decoding the messages with Charlie, like decoding.
He left National Treasure behind. He just has like a fucking treasure map somewhere. Like,
yeah.
All right, here we go.
God.
You could take any text message from me to anybody else and make it sound crazy. Let me see if I can find.
Especially Tim's.
Well, hold on. I'm grabbing Phil over here.
Yo, major
let's
pause
see.
for that one.
I'm gonna. What? Hold on. What is this? What is this?
I'm sure that there are sufficient text messages in my
This
phone.
fool got 8 albums. He got Santa Claus DVDs. Got Red Bull.
I'm trying to find a text from.
Oh yeah,
This fool
he's
is-
open from an
he's
alley.
all types of
kind
ads.
vague.
This fool. And he has a
Hard
pussy over his
Rs,
shoulder.
straight hard Rs all the time.
I'm kind of vague.
Yeah, definitely a pussy over his shoulder, right? Just saying.
Yeah.
And also, he has his album and his
All that remains.
his Christmas album.
Yep.
And
Red Bull.
And Red Bull. Awesome.
Yeah. Great again.
Hard Rs, straight hard Rs all the time.
I mean, there's just the N word like crazy. I don't want to read any of those. No, but like, I'm not going to read anything explicitly. But like, the point I'm making is, I just pulled up the text I have with Phil.
Just said the
And
N-word
here's
like
one.
crazy.
Hey, Tim, thanks again for today. When you get a chance, can you shoot me Chad's number? And then all I have to do is go, here's a message from Phil. Chad, I remember that day when we were all hanging out. It was so sad. And, you know, Phil
Candace
looked at
is
me
2 million
and he
%
said,
making me think
brother,
about this.
we're in this together. And I went,
100%.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, man. That's what she's doing. She's just showing like any random text. And it's
Timmy,
just,
do you want the smoke? I don't think you want the smoke.
it's really gross.
Unless it's all an act.
How much stuff is she actually showing?
I'm sorry. If this is not an act, as in like Timmy versus Candace, if that's not bullshit, Timmy versus Candace, Timmy, she will run your life over. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to look pretty either. If that's like an actual like beef thing going on, she will run you over. It's not going to be close. I'm sorry right now, Timmy Pool. You are ruining your career. If this is real, you're getting wrecked, bro. It is what it is. There's too many fucking incidences. There's too much shit on the internet, Timmy, that you have, that this girl's gonna fucking run you the fuck over. I'm saying that
She's
right
gonna
now.
get to your wife. Like she's gonna go to your wife's family and do it.
She's gonna find clips on this fool. It's over. It's over.
She's gonna have his sister on her show.
The sister, the brother too, right?
The brother,
Right?
the guy you fired.
The brother. Yeah. Yeah. Good luck.
Huh.
Don't go there. Like unless it's bullshit, it's all an act, and you guys are like gonna boost each other up. If it ain't that, bro, and you're actually just, like trying to like leap out and take her down, she's gonna wreck your shit, Timmy. And it's not fucking close either. It's not close. She's gonna destroy you, bro. In my humble
He has
opinion.
way too many skeletons.
I guess we'll see because this is gonna be a thing on Candace's show. Oh, look at these more of these detractors. Speaking about Candace Owens, right? She's gonna fucking she's gonna flame you, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna like I'm sorry, it's gonna happen.
Very easily. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Although, I think I'd be jealous a little bit. It's like, I want to destroy Timmy. Let me do it. Shut up, Candace.
I know. Because she's going to pick the dumbest reasons to fucking do it.
I know.
It's the annoying part.
She's going to leave this full room to, like, borderline recover and thus make more content out of it.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
I'm not following.
So I can't say that I've watched every episode she's ever done, but I watched her show today. And what I will say is when everyone, I've watched a handful of her shows. I've watched the ones that are relevant to what's been going on, but I don't follow all of it. And then I always hear people be like, she's not claiming Turning Point was involved. And I'm like, then you didn't watch the show where she was like, inside job. That's how I feel. I have no, what else can you think?
Regicide.
Yeah, regicide.
And the fact that she says things like, she's the caveat's always, that's how I feel. And
Dick face fills.
It's not
I'm safe.
any
Don't worry
kind
about
of,
this. I can do this.
Actually substantial
Timmy,
evidence.
you're
It's
not
all
safe.
implication, and she's covering her
If she
tracks by
actually
saying
goes
this is how
after
I
you
feel.
guys.
I hate the whole thing, like from top to bottom.
I'll
All
YouTube
of the
that.
stuff all of the people talking about Charlie's murder, post Charlie's murder. It all just seems like sharks in the water looking to pick up their little bit of whatever they can get attention they can get.
I have to say this.
Who the fuck
but
do you
I'm not
think
gonna
you
say
work
who
for,
told me
Phil?
it.
Never mind, Phil.
This issue,
you're
going to
be on the
comes
list
up
too.
in these private circles.
Just on that statement
I get
alone.
asked by a lot of people who know who I am.
If this is
the first
real.
thing they ask
If
me
it's
about
real.
is Candace and what she said about Turning Point, and I have to be like, let's just stop and analyze what she said, and like you tell me what you think. But someone today was talking to me about it, and they were just like, Candace has made a lot of insinuations, and this latest one with like Andrew Colvette losing millions of dollars, like the implication that he's going after Charlie or whatever. And then this person I'm talking to goes like, he's not a chess player. And that's like the nicest way of saying, with all due respect to Colvette, that he doesn't have the capability to plot something of this. I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yeah.
But like the insinuation that their spokesperson had the capability to map out this plan involving the French Foreign Legion and Israeli spies and like getting security pulled from the roof. Just all of that's required. Now, I got to be honest. I've worked at security companies where I've met people who you can tell have that capability, and I'm sure you have too.
It's not as easy as people want to make it out to be.
It's absolutely.
Now I'm thinking that Candace does like a little like petty like slap, like get the fuck away from me, you little dweeb, back off. Like I'm saying, like on the surface, right? Like get the fuck away from me. And like Timmy might do like an entire show based on it. Like, oh look at you, Timmy, you're so desperate, you're so wrecked. That's my guess now. I'm going there. She's gonna be like, oh, whatever. Is it Timmy?
If she addresses
Whatever.
it.
Exactly. She's like, what's his name? John Poole or something like that. Whatever his name is. Whatever. Bye. And it goes on with their show. It's just like dismisses them into the fucking ether.
Is it Tom Poole? Yeah, that guy. Like.
Yeah. Who's that again? All right. Yeah, okay. She's just shitting.
He
on
would
me.
like for her to acknowledge him because she gets a lot of numbers, so it would be useful.
I
for
know.
him.
Like you said, like just Candace like doing her nails. Nick Fuentes, fuck you. Fuck you, man. Whatever.
Literally.
She's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What was that? I'm sorry. Speak a little bit louder with like more of a man voice. Go ahead, try again.
I can't hear you over your virgin scream.
Thanks, sweetie. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. My people will talk to your people, then one day we'll link up one day, Anyways, bye. Bye-bye. Click. It's like, what?
Bye, enjoy your DoorDash.
Fuck you. He's just so mad and shit.
Be like,
I'll
yeah,
give
we
her
took him to Chuck E.
credit,
Cheese
bro.
with the kids.
I give her credit, bro. She could just shit talk these motherfuckers, like these little dweeby little fucking dudes. She'll run them the fuck over. She would. I've seen it already. I've already
She's
seen
like
it.
a fucking nasty fucking asshole. Absolutely, she can.
She already has.
Yeah.
Maybe not Timmy, but Nick for sure. She already ran over this fool. Sorry, Nick fans again. She ran that fool
he's a
over.
baby.
And like, yes, treated him like a fucking toddler. Like, oh my God! Listen, Nick. When the kids are playing with these, you can't just run over and like, you can't just do this, okay, Nicky boy? Okay. Should I call your parents? Do you want me to call your parents?
Should I have your mom pick you up? Well, I'm gonna take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese. Do you want to come with us? We can get a cheese pizza. You like pizza?
It is what it is.
You can get a surge.
She swagged on him. Actually, I wish that recording came out when I did like the full reaction to her and Nick's interview. I'm like, oh my God, she's swagging on him. I started giving like Candace credit, like, yo, she's actually a lot more savvy than I thought she was. She's savvy. She walked over this fool. Oh, well, Ben Shapiro canceled me at Daily Wire. She's like, oh, really? Okay. And what about this? Just like ran this fool over, bro. For 2 hours plus. Ran him the fuck over. I was like, oh my God. This girl's not some dumbass.
Wasn't she wearing a red sweater too? Fucking little
yes.
devil. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, she's not some dumbass. I thought she's like just like dumb the whole time. She is clever. She has a cleverness to her that she.
I think she plays dumb as well.
Yeah, that might be that's why Nick was like slanted in his chair, just comfortable as shit. Like, oh well, I had some trials and tribulations, and she's like, oh, you did, huh? Okay. But what about this? And then like just starts stabbing this fool in the back. He's like, oh well, I put his fucking guard up. It was brilliant. It was genius. I wish I had the recording, I think, still, but I can't. Maybe I can post it now. Actually, that might actually work.
Because she did the copyright.
Yes, when I posted it like immediately, and I got a strike for it. But maybe now she doesn't even care. I've seen copies out there at this point. If I find that, bro, I'm posting that for sure. But anyways, all right, here we go. Here's more Timmy and his jolly men, his elves. Here we go.
Absolutely not. And
the Lost
like
Boys
we talked about it before, like a single
Island.
Janitor walking up to the roof would have ruined the whole thing.
There's
So
married
there's
men.
all these little nooks and crannies that have to be available.
It was
And
an
that's why
Island
I
of
think
Lost
it is
Boys,
actually very
beautiful.
strange. When Charlie Security was like,
I can't be canceled.
He said it was okay. It was fine. They got it.
Uncancelable.
I'm like, nah, that don't add up. Like security companies
Brilliant.
don't just be like, we know there's roof access, and we're not going to put an old lady knitting in front of the door. Like you have an old lady knitting in front of the door, and Charlie's alive. So that does not add up. I mean. And, Occam's Razor, Hanlon's Razor, it's just a very, very awful security company. But to then go and insinuate that the people who were made rich by Charlie turned on him, the comments that I made before that got them upset with me was that I said there are people at Turning Point that fear they can't make it without Charlie.
And the people at Turning Point, like they all
Make fun of Kyle for nipple
stood
rings,
to make
but maybe he actually
significantly
has
more
nipple
money
rings,
with
Timmy.
Charlie at the helm than after Charlie's passed away.
That's an edge.
Real quick, but that's correct. Now, who stands to make the most money from this story?
Currently, it seems like Candace Owens.
Indeed, talking about how she's the biggest.
Yep,
podcast,
Phil, you're going to be in the
connecting this with
mixtape
the
if she wants to
Macrones
do this.
tie it to the Bridget Macron is a man thing. I got to be honest. Right now, we're looking at dropping CPMs for political content. I was having a conversation. It's kind of a vague thing to say because I don't want to drag other prominent personalities. But
I'm sorry. It's quietly like a little bit what I was saying, actually. But like, there's like a layer of dishonesty in my humble opinion of what Timmy's doing. But on the surface, it is like, hey, you're meshing the Brigitte Macron thing with the Charlie Kirk thing. And he actually is saying, like, yeah, it's about content, which demands a response from not mine, but their queen bee, the girl that's she's gonna run over these motherfuckers, bro. I almost guarantee it.
Very easily, which is why I'm like, maybe she might ignore it.
I don't know. Maybe Timmy's like, yeah, she'll have to respond to this. Let me get a video up like about me in the Candace, 150,000 concurrent viewer show. Let me get that. Which is like outflanking him by a mile, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, all of her videos get like over 1 million views from what I've seen.
Yeah, but it's more so about like people like watching in real time Oh my god. Like
Yeah.
some of her like her stories and her storylines. Oh my dear lord. It looks like fucking TV. It's Oprah almost, but not same amount of viewers, but I mean like the phenomenon of it is like very Oprah-like.
Yeah.
Very psychopathic Oprah. All right, here we go.
Just say this.
One of her
Talking
disciples.
Jack Posobiec and Benny Johnson and Steven Crowder and a bunch of these guys, as well as ad bookers, buyers. We have these conversations all the time. And you know what I
Crowder
can
and
say?
Benny Johnson.
This one I have
Not
no
gonna
problem
win
actually
that.
mentioning. I was talking with Jeremy Hambley from the Courtroom. And because he's made several videos talking about the decline of political content, viewership, CPMs. And I told him, I was like, well, look, I got to be honest. There were some people who came up
clue
to
about CPMs.
Tate, producer Tate, and mentioned like, how come Tim's views are still good? Like everyone else is dropping. And I'm like, well, you know, our viewership has gone down for sure in the season, but you know, my morning show's doing pretty much the same as it always has, minus like I was sick or like off for holidays. And so they asked these questions. I was talking to Jeremy Hambley about it, and I said, look, I got to be honest. How evil are you willing to be is the question. And we're at the end of we're coming off the back year of this election season. It was abnormally large this year. It's supposed to be a dead year completely. After every election, everyone says, turn it off. I don't want politics. And we actually got to squeeze some out of it. You know, because Donald Trump was making bold moves. But now we're getting the holiday season and people are like, okay, enough.
I know.
I want to hear about why the Bears are actually Bears are in first place. Is that what's going on?
In the NFL?
Yeah.
The Chicago
In
fucking
the NFC
Bears.
East, is it?
I have no idea. I don't know.
The Vikings are having a doo-doo season.
All I know is my buddies
tough
from
division.
Chicago are like, can you believe that the Bears are actually like leading? And I was like, is that true? That's what people care about right now.
Yeah.
But I said, listen,
What?
there's two things you can do.
He's making
What
things
most
up,
people
I
do
think.
is they try to figure out what kind of content can I make that people actually are interested in. You know, we are in the business
Oh,
of
did they plan
trying to
Thanksgiving or
inform an
something?
audience on what they want, but also
they
not
did.
just giving them red meat. Right? The point is, can I cover news subjects you are interested in? So what we found inadvertently is that the space
I need
weather
the
stuff
Anthony
does
for
Bears
this.
are 9-3.
9-3, right? It's massive.
So that makes
Seriously.
sense because
And so, but anyway,
my
when we talk
professor is
about
from
space-
Chicago. She's talking about how she wanted to watch the game on Thanksgiving, but people kept asking her questions about politics. And I was like, oh. And then but that's why I'm like, oh, she kept saying the game. And I'm like, I don't know what game, basketball? And then it's like, oh, she's
Oh,
in
you
Chicago.
fucking librarian. Christ's sake.
What? Well, no, because she's got a bunch of sons, and you know they're like she always says like ball is life because she always has to take them to practice and stuff. She's like ball is life, ball is life.
I don't know what it is, and at least my American male psyche. If I hear a chick into football, I'm kind of turned on, and thus
She's very hot.
Whatever,
I'll give her that,
whatever
too.
class she's
She's
in, I
very
want to be in
attractive
that
woman.
class. Okay, I want to be in that class.
She's very, very attractive woman. So I'll definitely give her that. I'm not even gonna lie. She's very attractive.
Listen, I hate the Bears, but if she's a fan of football, I'm in. It is what it is. A pluses all
Traitor.
day and night on her in her classes, bro. A pluses. All right. All right, here we go.
weather and the auroras, we get massive viewership. But we don't just do that because we think we'll get massive viewership. We're all genuinely interested.
Yeah.
You know, Shane's here and he's talking about it. And
This
then
fuck
I've
you
interviewed
shirt
Ben
thing
Davidson
is
before.
such a thing,
And so,
actually.
you know, again,
I know.
I was like, you can do things like that and try and figure out, you have an audience, they're asking for commentary. Are you providing the commentary they're asking for? Or you can do what Candace does and show old text messages going back to 2018. You can make vague insinuations that they can't sue you over, and then be vague enough to where people think there's a grand
He's
conspiracy
trying
and
to
do a
enter
true
her
crime drama where you
algorithm.
accuse the
He
French
is.
lady of
Yes.
having a dong.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And you will get millions of views, and you will make lots of money. For which now I think it's I don't know. A Fortune is saying that she makes around $10 million a year, and I'd estimate more than that.
So that's to say you don't think she's just ignorant. You think she's
a
acting
genius.
with malice
He's trying to
for
enter her
financial
algorithm
gain
right
and
now.
social media clicks.
100%.
Malice in the legal sense, I think that she is fully cognizant of what she's doing, and I do not say it lightly that I think she's a genius, right? You know, it reminds me of that Harry Potter line where Snape says, you know, Dumbledore's a great wizard, and Bellatrix, it's all mad. He's like, he is a great wizard, and only a fool would. Yeah, Candace Owens is ridiculously smart. I've told the story. I
don't
went on her
think
show
so.
when she was at Daily Wire, and I was shocked by how quick-witted, intelligent, and well-read she was.
I think the audience is dumb as rocks, and that's what works.
Yep.
In my humble opinion. But compared to Timmy, yeah, she's
So,
fucking
so
Einstein.
intelligent, so well spoken.
Yeah, she's a fucking genius next to Timmy, in my opinion. Or Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
No offense to Nick Fuentes too. Next to her, yeah, you guys look like dumbasses, in my opinion, personally. As far as like savviness of what you're doing, right? You guys are commentators, right? You're not fucking journalists. You're commentators. Like I'm a commentator. You're not fucking journalists, right? And next to her, you guys look like fucking dupes, dummy dupes.
Yeah.
And in fact, Timmy looks like you're angling for like desperation to be like a part of her show.
Yeah.
That's what it fucking looks like in my humble
And she's
opinion.
a fucking apex predator. Like,
Yeah.
so good luck.
Yeah. I think if once again, if the beef is real, she runs these idiots the fuck over. She runs them over. But if it's fake, like, yeah, they might make like a thing about it. Like, oh, you know, I talk about you one week, you talk about me, we back and forth this, and make it into like a
But what
its
would
own
she even
content.
gain from Tim? It's like at a, you know.
I'm just saying, like, possibly.
Yeah.
I can't think of it, you know, in my mind right now, but like,
He's
in
definitely
case.
angling for her. Yeah, for her.
Oh,
For her like audience at the moment. What's he calling the video?
What's that?
What is the
Timmy
title
calling
of the video? What is-
Candace Owens implies TPUSA
Yep, okay,
killed
he's
Charlie
looking for smoke.
Kirk. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's all. Thank
Meaning
you.
if
Yep.
they're,
I wanted to know what the title was because that's, you know.
I mean, once again, in my opinion, if these guys are like actually, or sorry, if Timmy's actually going after Candace without her consent or her no teamwork about it,
Yeah.
I expect her to talk about this at some point. I really do.
But would he do that? Is he stupid enough to do that?
Yes, because if you're mentioned on Candace's show, people will show up to watch you. Like, hey, fuck you, Timmy, for at least a little bit, right?
No, but wouldn't he rather like make a deal with her? Like, wouldn't he? Because he knows how many skeletons he's got. Why would he want to do it? He's a control freak, right? Very clearly.
Possibly.
So to me, it's just like it would have to be like a, you know, like a gentleman's agreement.
Listen, I give you 3 weeks. You give me like 1 week. Okay. Listen, Candace, you get 3 weeks to shit on me. Okay. I get 1 week to like go back at you, and then we call it even. We walk away. Like it has to be like a deal, probably, like for something like that. But if it's fully independent, right? If it's fully Candace over here and Timmy over here, Timmy, run for your fucking life. She will run your shit over. I think she would. With no fucks given, by the way.
I mean, there's so much material. Like his sister alone, like just bringing her on the show would like.
No.
Yeah,
I know. I'm aware. I'm aware.
Because the stuff she says about like how he's like, I'm rich and like this, the stuff that his sister has revealed, if that actually got out to like a broader audience, I just don't think that he would ever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a control freak.
And Candace would make it very cinematic. Like,
because that would be the easiest thing to do. Have a sister on. Oh, I'm bringing Tim's sister on. She has a couple of stories to share about how he kicked her and her baby out on their asses out of his big ass mansion.
Well,
because she criticized him. Yeah,
I heard that Timmy's from Chicago, and I made a little trip down there recently, and here's what I found out. And boom, it's all right. Here we go. I'm just saying. Who knows?
Even before the show, she knew all like current news. I'm like, she must be reading nearly as much news as I do to know what she knows and to put these dots together. She's very, very intelligent.
Oh, she must be
so
brilliant.
When I see
she
the
knows
things
what
she's
I know.
saying,
Brilliant.
and I know these techniques in manipulation, like when she said, "I'll be off the air this week."
I know
as an
these.
Update,
Hold on. I know these techniques and manipulations. Excuse me, Timmy. You can't just fucking say that. What the fuck, dude? Hold on, I'm playing that again. Here we go.
Wire, and I was shocked by how quick-witted, intelligent, and well-read she was. Even before the show, she knew all like current news. I'm like, she must be reading nearly as much news as I do to know what she knows and to put these dots together. She's very, very intelligent. So when I see the things she's saying, and I know these techniques in manipulation, like when she said, I'll be off the air this week as an update. The White House has confirmed receipt of the assassination plot against me. It's manipulative language intentionally to trick people into thinking she's going into hiding because of an assassination plot.
And I saw an account today that's following all this, and they say, well, the White House has confirmed.
Why do you know that? Like,
no, the White House confirmed receipt.
Indeed,
of the threat.
Okay, that was my point too. I won't lie, that was my point too. Where I'm like, the way you worded that, like, makes it look like, you know, receipts of, hey, these guys are, they know what I'm talking about. They read the evidence and they agree that this is the case, according to Candace. But okay, they have a little bit. Okay, I'll be fair. Timmy and his team has a little bit of an angle on that one, in my humble opinion. But Timmy, you don't have the character for this shit, bro. You're gonna get wrecked, bro. If you go this route, you'll get wrecked. Because if he goes too far, right, that means he's like full scale here to take out, try to essentially take out Candace Owens versus like, hey, this is a team deal, and I'll say these, you know, mediocre things that lets you survive, and you'll say things like "let me survive," and thus we can make this a thing for a little bit, and then boom, we're both boosted, essentially.
Yeah.
But that one I think is a little bit, for me at least personally, a little bit different. I think of her putting out a tweet where she used the word receipt, meanwhile knowing what people think of when they hear the word receipt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's obviously on purpose.
I think so. But here we go.
I'll be off the air this week as an update. The White House has confirmed receipt of the assassination plot against me. It's manipulative language intentionally to trick people into thinking she's going into hiding because of an assassination plot.
And I saw an account today that's following all this, and they say, well, the White House has confirmed the threat. It's like, no, the White House confirmed receipt.
Indeed,
of the threat. This is an important distinction. This isn't minor.
Clunky,
and again, I go back. I have not spent any time on any of my show or my social media going after Candace Owens for any of this stuff, right? I'm like, whatever. But my issue comes down to, okay, fine. Once again, if you're going to make this sort of accusations, if it were me, if you were making these accusations about people I loved, I would want more evidence than what you're presenting. The other thing that I don't understand is this. If you honestly believe that you have uncovered something that could potentially blow the lid off of one of the most consequential conspiracies, and I don't say conspiracy pejoratively, I mean it in the actual word and what the word means. What? Okay, look, I've done a little intel analysis in my life where I was tracking terror cells. My father was a homicide detective, and he will tell you that if you really do have all of these sources that are providing you information, every time you go out there and publicly talk about private sources close to people that are doing it, you essentially destroy that source's ability to give you future information. Because now they lose access and placement as the organizations that you're investigating shut down. So my question is this: for anybody that is again just genuinely interested in this, and you know, again, there's plenty to be interested in. If your goal is really to get to the truth, to the bottom of what happened, what really happened with Charlie, why would you go about doing it this way as an investigation?
You wouldn't.
I know why you would do it as a content creator. I don't know why you would do it as someone that's trying to get to the bottom of, again, a horrific crime.
You know, I watched her show today. It's very female coded.
But if Candace,
and that means she talked a lot about Charlie's clothing, and it was very much like Charlie was trying to find something to wear, and I said, you can't wear that jacket, and it's very emotional, social, female coding. Guys don't talk or think this way, and that's why she also has the Stanley, thermos or whatever.
Your shirt
it's a very female trendy
seconds.
thing, and it's been reported previously that she and Brett Cooper and others. It's the womanosphere, right? The trad wife, prominent conservative women. It's a true crime drama, and it plays really well among women.
Saying what I'm saying.
And I think that's
a little bit. He's saying what I'm saying. Oh my dear Lord! It's kind of a crime drama. It's like it kind of is. Kind of is that from Candace at least. But once again, she can't pull a mixtape a mixtape on me, but she can't on you, Timmy. She can pull a full-blown mixtape on you and make you look fucking stupid from anything you've ever talked about, bro. She can pull you up and like, yo, find clips on this idiot. Find clips on this
You could
fucking
just have
dummy.
Rocco Costuro on
Exactly.
her fucking
Exactly.
end you.
She will have a
He would agree
mixtape
with on her show.
on you, Timmy boy. It is what it is. So, all right, good luck, Timmy. But here we go.
That's the play she's making. But let's jump to the story from Fortune.
Okay.
Hey, a lot of big news about Candace. Inside the economics of Candace Owens' media empire and the Macron lawsuit threatening to unravel it. Oh boy, let's talk about nitty-gritty inside stuff because I got information. So they say 5 years ago, Candace Owens was a mid-tier political operative working for Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA. Now she's a globally famous conservative firebrand with one of the fastest-growing independent media platforms in the U.S., raking in cash through controversy. But the same contrarian playbook that launched her solo career now threatens the media empire she built. Her company generates up to $10 million in revenues per year, according to an analysis by Fortune, implying that the company's valuation would be multiples of that. I would actually estimate, it's a broad estimation, but I think 10 million's low. 10 million makes sense if all she is doing is sponsor spots. Mm-hmm. But if she's doing anything else outside of that, so if you want to talk about just her podcast, perhaps. I guess I'll say this because I said it before, but we do more than that. And, you know, I guess the difference is I do like 5 different shows, so it's more granular where she has one big show. We have a bunch of smaller shows, so maybe. But I think she probably does closer to 20 million or so. But who knows? Who knows? Revenues are down, although her show seems to be doing very well. They're now talking about this massive lawsuit. The conservative podcaster and provocateur is facing a high-stakes defamation lawsuit filed by French President Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron, the First Lady. The suit is set to test whether the controversy as currency oeuvre that made, is that how you pronounce that? Oeuvre? I have no idea. That made Owens rich and gave her a media brand that reaches tens of millions of people can survive what experts say will be an immensely costly legal battle. The 219-page complaint filed in Delaware Superior Court in July of 2025 accuses Owens of orchestrating a campaign of global humiliation.
So she did a whole thing about Delaware in particular. So, like, what if? Like, now listen, Delaware, the home of the Masons, the home of the French. I wonder. But here we go.
By promoting the conspiracy theory that Brigitte Macron was born male. The plaintiff's weapon of choice, Claire Locke, the firm that has extracted a record-shattering $787.5 million settlement from Fox News on behalf of Dominion, the largest media defamation payout in American history. The Macrons vehemently deny Owens' allegations. Owens has vowed to fight the suit. Interestingly, the suit alleges spreading false information is essentially Owens' business model. The complaint names 3 defendants: Candace Owens' personal,
it almost kind of seems like, are you working with the Macrons to like shut down fucking controversial, what is it, monetizing controversy or whatever the fuck it is? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, because it's just so ridiculous. It's like, are you guys working together? Like, what is this for?
Yeah. I mean, once again, I've heard the ideas of people saying about, oh, yeah, she groomed him from a young age and all that stuff, but it feels like the main idea is actually about does she have a dick or not? Seemingly.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, that's not okay. Whatever, fine. He can be whatever. Emmanuel can be into whatever he wants to be into, but when it comes to taking advantage of someone else, like that's where the real problem is. At most, I've looked at this, like at most for this story, I've looked into.
Yeah, especially since the fact that she was his fucking teacher.
Yeah.
When he was in high school.
Exactly.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I don't know. It's just
no, that's weird.
Kind of
that's
crazy.
Weird. Yeah.
Right.
That's fucking weird.
Okay. Isn't that the real story? I don't know.
But it feels like the actual legal proceedings are actually about does she have a cock or not? Versus,
yeah, like the embarrassment.
But then on the actual media level, it's about, hey, you groomed this kid at a young age to be this or that, and it ended up becoming like one of the most powerful, quote unquote, most powerful political people
Mhm.
on Earth. Okay. Let's hear that.
Company and George Tom Inc., presumably named after her husband, George Farmer, who is directly involved in the business and operates her website and podcast distribution.
I'm sorry.
In naming all three
George
parties,
Tom
the suit takes
Inc. is the whitest fucking what? George Tom Inc. I guess maybe his name's maybe like George Thomas Farmer. I mean, whatever. It's just George Tom.
Hey, as long as money's moving, okay? The names don't matter.
2 first names.
Bob or Tom on the street won't have,
Rob Bob. Rob.
will have no idea about George Tom Inc. Okay?
Bob Rob.
Doesn't matter what we name it. All right, here we go.
aim not only at Owens personally, but also her entire known business infrastructure. She won't win. She will not win this. I can't say that I'm psychic or that everything I say is going to come true, but she won't. I will say with, look, I'm willing to make predictions and try and make vague predictions. Maybe at this time something like this would happen, but who knows? I could be wrong. With this, I'll say she will lose for 2 big reasons. Bridget McCrone is not a man. It's not so much whether Bridget McCrone is a man or is not. I mean, who knows? Maybe, I guess.
I don't need proof.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I would
want
have
proof.
thought they leaned into the other
The
direction.
issue is,
okay.
It's kind of a bold, ridiculous, and hard to prove thing that is going to land on defamation per se, which is it is so humiliating and
the Michelle
damning.
Obama thing that
because
they talked
it's not
about
just
ad
that Bridget McCrone is a
nauseum,
man.
calling her a man. Michael. Oh, it's Michael.
Yeah. With Michelle Obama. Yeah.
Yeah, that's still a thing. So it's like why is this different?
I
don't know.
I don't know. As far as I guess politically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
I don't want proof. The issue is it's kind of a bold, ridiculous, and hard to prove thing that is going to land on defamation per se, which is it is so humiliating and damning because it's not just that Bridget McCrone is a man, but apparently Candace has also insinuated that it's a pedophilic network or something, or at least that's what people are posting online, saying it's not just about this. There's more here. That and apparently there's some reporting that Candace has claimed Bridget McCrone may be Emmanuel Macron's dad.
Yeah.
But that makes no sense because Bridget McCrone is much smaller. But whatever, I guess. But here's the real reason. When the French government says we're going to your courts, the way the world works is not some rigid contractual letter of
Notice
law.
how Tim does not mention that he was a teacher. That I find interesting.
That he was what?
That he doesn't mention, he's like, oh yeah, and then she says he's his dad. Bridget McCrone's his dad, but she's smaller. It doesn't really make sense. It's like, oh, but how about the fact that she was his teacher? That would be the thing to mention. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why is this not foregrounded?
If someone wanted to actually get to the actual fucking story, there's certain questions you can ask, both from Candace and Timmy, in my opinion, in regards to anything, right? There's core questions you can ask to actually get to the crux of the situation, and I don't see it.
Yeah, they stay away from those.
Yeah, it's Candace, you are a part of. You're not a secondary person. You're a primary in regards to your own assassination and your own complaint about it. Complaint or criminal complaint about a potential assassination. You are directly involved in that. So thus, you don't need tips from Candace. You have you. You're there. You could do this, and she doesn't do it. And by other comparison scenarios, you could do that with other scenarios. I think with any of these guys, and it's just what are the I guess the audience is we don't actually want to know. Essentially, we kind of want to wait for next week to happen.
Yeah.
Then after that, wait for next week. Then wait for next week. Then wait for next week, and on it goes. Brilliant, genius. But don't worry, it's Pop YouTube Day. Here we go.
When the French government says we're going to your courts, the way the world works is not some rigid contractual letter of the law math. People can consistently fall for this They believe that, you know, there's a viral clip I watched, or the Thomas Crown affair.
Yeah.
Where Pierce Brosnan signs the contract, and then they start busting out laughing, like, we got you. And then he gets up and says, now explain to your board why you paid $30 million more than everyone else offered, and they look all shocked. But the thing is, if you ever signed a contract, and then as soon as you signed it, the guy started laughing, saying they got you, that contract is not going to be binding. You're not going to go into a court, and the judge is going to be like, was there something in the contract you didn't read? And be like, yeah, we absolutely did not agree that I'd sign over power of attorney. The judge is going to be like, okay, contract is out. You just by, it's the stupidest idea. So here's what really matters: when the French government,
It's not real. Movies
says,
are not real.
We want to stop Candace. This I imagine what happens is, you know, Candace has claimed Trump called her and told her, like, you know, maybe you got to back off the story or whatever. Okay.
Oh my God.
If the Macrons were actually trying to stop Candace, likely, I think the most likely scenario is they call the State Department and they say, this is causing us problems in our country and we don't want these tensions. And the State Department says, what can we do about it? And then all that needs to happen is Emmanuel Macron says, listen, we are telling you to make it stop however you can. And if you don't, there's going to be problems. And France is massive. So it's not like France can control what the United States does. But the U.S. has to negotiate with France, has to cut deals with France, has to work with France and NATO, and they don't want problems. And it's stupid. So likely what I'd imagine after the State Department says, file a lawsuit, go through the normal route, we'll make sure you win.
He's terrible at this.
I don't see a reality where Candace goes up against the French government and the U.S. backs her over a NATO ally.
So here's the thing here. Candace Owens is clearly...
That was not the scenario. Like, Timmy's terrible at this, isn't he? Even by watching Candace Owens's, like, kind of made-for-television style plot points, the plot point was, hey, Candace does this show where she brings up Brigitte Macron's cock, I guess, as like a TV series, right? Or a YouTube series, which is TV. And then Trump has a meeting with Macron personally, I guess. Trump calls Candace personally and says, hey, Candy, Candy, listen. Just stop talking about it, okay? For the sake of national security, he's like, she didn't say that he was doing that, by the way. If you listen to their actual language, like out loud, you can see how she doesn't like actually make it official, right? She says, based on Macron meeting with Trump right before he called her, allegedly, thus she can like kind of deduce that, hey, Trump is calling me to tell me to stop talking about Macron's wife because otherwise Macron will say, hey, listen, listen, Russia, Ukraine, we will falter and fuck up your negotiations for the sake of, because Candace Owens is not doing what we want, narrative-wise. That is implied, but not actually proven. But Candace says it anyways, in the realm of implication, not actually proven. Just like all of her Charlie Kirk evidence of anything, honestly. So it's like kind of like that, actually. It's not the way Timmy's actually saying. He's actually missing out the part where Candace can actually dictate foreign policy in a way, according to her own story. Right? But, all right, I'll give these guys a couple seconds, I think, and then I'm ending this shit. Here we go.
An extremely savvy media operator. She is very charismatic. Some people would even say she's easy on the eyes. She is also a good...
Once again, not compared to, like, actual motherfuckers, like actual savages talking, but compared to you dweeby little fuckfaces, yeah, she looks like a fucking genius. But here we go.
DEI commentator for right-wingers to put on this sort of pedestal. And, you know, it's really unfortunate that she's really willing to peddle bullshit
they're definitely
and rumors
angling
and spin up fake narratives to.
Did they just call her a DEI commentator for the right?
Grind. I don't think this is just ignorance.
They are angling for a feature on Candace's
spreading
show.
Stuff that is BS.
So, like, can you work anywhere as a black person and not be DEI? I'm just curious.
Her in the past, and
like, is that possible?
To, like, avenge that.
So you think that it's an axe to grind as opposed to just trying to capitalize on what is a hot story?
It's a few. I think it's both. And also, this gives her endless amounts of attention. This lawsuit may cost her a lot of money, but her husband is allegedly worth over $200 million. He has a lot of family money, and he's, I believe, allegedly the former CEO of Parler. So, you know, the amount of attention that this is giving her, you know, she knew that this. I don't know if she believes what she's alleging about Bridget McCrone, but I think she does know that'll bring her.
You can see it, there's a cock over this guy's shoulder.
I know. I was literally just thinking that. Yeah.
Ton of attention. It's a transvestigation of obviously, like, you know, a very prominent woman, a prominent European leader's wife.
Do you have evidence that she's a woman? Allowed.
The evidence was that, or the evidence that she was a man was from 2 French bloggers or something, and they just had a couple of pictures of them of her looking like a man allegedly. But I think as far as the media savviness goes, though, if you're trying to get your name out there, you want a lot of. To put a lot of bullshit out there and then have them get mad at you and sue you because, like, this is the Streisand effect at hand. And I think there's also to say something to say about all the other bullshit she peddles, because she's been pushing a lot of dumb stuff for a while. She actually said Stalin was Jewish. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Lyndon Johnson.
Something about the Frankists. I mean, there's a long list of random
stuff. Lyndon Johnson was Jewish.
These fools are building their own towers next to each other.
They are. If she's willing to peddle whatever, and then
the dumb
I'm
fuck
sorry,
fans
one last
will
thing.
eat shit.
She'll get like messages or alleged tips and just, I don't know, won't vet them at all. For example, earlier when she said something about like a text message about Andrew Colvin allegedly getting money, it's just like, yeah, somebody texted me this, and that's it. Well, somebody could text you anything. Like, I have a source that says such and such. But if there's no vetting,
I want her number so I can text her about the ice wall.
Hey, can you text me right now that you think Candace works for Israel so that I can then say on the air, I just received a tip that Candace works for Israel?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's no vetting, and it's just like some people are dumb enough where the rhetoric, the way she phrases things, could come off like to an unmedia.
They're angling to be like one tower and Candace the other tower. And don't worry, they'll lob bombs at each other, but miss horribly and kill all the people in between them. That is what I'm saying right here. They're angling for that. See what happens. And don't say it.
They're erecting their tower right now.
Yes, they are. Pause. Also, audience, do not pretend like I didn't say this shit to you before it happened. Here we go.
Savvy person,
good luck,
like,
though.
oh, this is
happy
convincing.
trails.
This is
they're building their tower of
rhetoric,
Babel.
social engineering, where you say things so that the other person makes an assumption, and then you can't be held liable for it, and you always have plausible deniability. That's the game she's playing. That's why everyone keeps pointing out she's making insinuations, and then people go, she never said that. No, but she said 80 things where the Sudoku puzzle concludes.
Well, I wish at some point people would think about this from the standpoint of, okay, if somebody was saying this about you,
I'll be right back.
Would you think to yourself, oh, well, they didn't say me? Or would you think, well, they're obviously implying me? And all I want from this, especially because there's a lot of conservatives watching this, is do we still believe in like standards of truth? Do we still believe in like objective standards of truth?
We are in a post-truth society.
Not if it confirms my priors. If it confirms my priors, then it does not matter if it is true at all.
This is the point of vagaries.
Yeah.
If someone believes, 5 untruths, and you come out and say something that is incongruous with their worldview, they reject you. But if you say something very vague, let them fill the dots in, you're correct. And that's how she builds mass audience, by being correct to everybody, because she's actually not saying anything specific. She's letting people fill in the gaps of what they want to believe. What I do want to say real quick, though, if I were to say Bridget McCrone is a hog, okay, I can't be sued by the French government for that. But when you say that Bridget McCrone is a man, you're getting into defamation per se territory, where you're accusing someone of some kind of... It's something disgusting and humiliating, which is inherently in and of itself detrimental to you, your life, or whatever. I think she's going to get Alex Jones'd, but I think they're going to come and they're going to take everything from her. I can't understand what she thinks the long-term play is. That's why I don't understand.
Well, her husband's rich. I don't think she's financially secure no matter what happens.
They're married. He's on the hook too. They're going to go for him. His company's named in the lawsuit.
I wonder if
presumably they say.
I wonder if the British government would protect him.
Aren't they based in the U.S.?
I don't know, but if he's a lord, if he's somehow involved.
I don't know how how passionate Keir Starmer is about.
Yeah, I don't imagine that he is
about the peerage in the UK.
Wouldn't it be like really funny if just like the UK and France go to war for the first time in like 800 years because Candace called Bridget Macron a man.
I think one of the reasons why this is so
Englishmen
important.
like, yes!
I think the reason why this is so important is because this actually, I think, like driving conspiracies
They're
really
already mad at their own government
draws
for the
away
wrong
from
reasons,
people
but
dealing with
still
like
mad.
legitimate politics that they could have the potential to influence. So instead of learning about your local congressperson or what they're doing in the House and Senate or what's going on in the Supreme Court, no, we're paying attention to whether or not Bridget Macron has a cock or whether or not Charlie Kirk was murdered by Israel. Although they're baselessly though. That's
I have a correction too. I should say they start of the first war in 200 years. Sorry, it hasn't been that long. They've actually fought not that long ago. But I to what you were saying.
Well, what's funny is one of the guys on the panel said, "Well, how does the 30-06 do that?" Right? The TRT using guy, the other guy, whatever his fucking name is, that guy said that. Okay, if you actually explore that, like, what does that mean then? What does it mean then? But Timmy won't allow that because Timmy's full of shit. Just saying. Here we go.
Elad.
Go ahead.
This is the point about declining viewership and ad rates. Maybe it's fair to say that Candace actually does 10 million because no advertiser really wants to be on a show about Bridget Macron having a dong. Advertisers want to be on normal content. They want to be on sports.
He's trying so hard to get
they're
there.
relaxing.
He's
Nothing's
actually
offensive.
trying
You know,
to
it's
get
just
on her
fun
show.
stuff. And perhaps when she makes this kind of weird content, she gets more views. She does make more money than the average political commentator, but the CPMs are actually still very low.
The thing that has always struck me about this, I remember when Candace first
Timmy
started
is
making these
angling.
claims, and I was like, okay,
He
you
wants
know,
to be
look,
the bad guy
I
in her
remember a
show.
time where I watched a lot of things.
He really
Candace
is
was
doing
and
it.
Appreciated her commentary and appreciated her contributions to the conservative movement.
This guy, by the way.
If she's very convinced, I just would like to see substantial evidence to back it up. And again, I had really thought that the majority of sympathy in this entire case was going to be for Erica. And what has shocked me is I feel like it isn't. And again, if you're going to imply, if you're going to insinuate that Erica, if she wasn't directly involved, knew something about it, let it go, is hiding truth or whatever it is.
Timmy has to challenge that. Otherwise,
just please show me something significant to justify that.
Mhm.
Because again, I go back to, I think about this from my perspective. If somebody did this to my wife after I was gone, I would be furious unless they could actually produce hard evidence.
The last thing I'll say on this before we go to the next story is she will never be sued by Turning Point. Turning Point USA,
clean it up.
oh boy,
Okay.
do they have grounds to sue Candace Owens. But they're not going to.
Yeah.
They're not going to because the law doesn't work to protect you or any meaningful way.
Oh, okay.
Like I've told this before that we had someone commit a crime on our property and then threaten us. They got arrested and charged, and then they threatened to use the legal process through this criminal charge. It almost seemed like it was intentional to exploit it and gain access to private information and other information.
Okay.
And
How do we know
they
that's
made the
true?
argument that
Who
in order
cares?
for our defense, we need access to private information. And we were like, okay, drop the charges then. We're not. We can't.
Yeah.
And
do not
so
forget
here's what
to
happens: if Turning
subscribe,
Point were to
obviously.
sue Candace Owens,
Share this.
there would be depositions and discovery. And they'd be required to turn over certain communications, which I'd imagine are going to be embarrassing and
Like the Epstein files, right?
depending on the context, they can be incriminating over certain issues. I'm not saying in the killing of Charlie Kirk or anything like that, but there's going to be conversations about donors, things that she will then use on her show.
Yeah.
And
Funny enough, I absolutely agree. When Candace is like, "Hey, why won't you sue me, bro? What's up?" I just said you had a plot to murder me. How come you won't sue me over that, right? It's because something embarrassing could come out in courtrooms or whatever the fuck, right? Doesn't mean that like they're actually like they're like, oh my god, they'll unveil a plot to murder Candace Owens. So thus they might leave it alone, which we've seen in so many other cases. So I agree with Timmy on that, but at the same time, like Timmy's intention behind doing what he's doing right now turns my fucking stomach over, in my humble opinion. And I'm gonna leave it there because these guys, they're fucking gross, man. I can't believe people stand for this shit, bro. I actually can't believe it. But here it is. Here we're all entertained. Pop YouTube extraordinaire. There it is. There's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment, agree, disagree. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I'm ready to vomit, but you can tell me what you actually think. Aren't you tired of this shit, bro? What is life about? Like, what do you actually think? I know, I get it. Old man shit. Got it. But, like, what do you actually think about life itself? Is this what your life is? This what you imagine at all? If so, yeah, tell me. If not, tell me. Whatever. Do your thing. And yes, all opinions welcome. Just like our Discord, all opinions are welcome. Please say your ideas there. I know nothing means anything. I get it. Nothing means anything. Nothing means anything anymore. I understand, but please, if you care. If you're afraid to, don't be afraid to. Just say what the fuck you think, in text form, in voice form. Say what the fuck, anything. Please say it. I beg you to. Also, don't forget to share, support. Hopefully, donate to all the links in the description box. Not for, well, a couple of people here, I think. Yeah. A couple people that exist in my Discord. It'll help them out, but not me personally. Except the very last link. But don't worry about that one. Leave that one alone. The rest, please share your shit with. Share their stories, donate money to, or not. Do your thing. Live your life. Make sure you think about it first. And obviously, every little pop YouTube clip or text or whatever the fuck I showed you today will be linked in that same description box for you to look at on your own and come up with your own thoughts about things. I know, who cares? Let's move on. And with all that said, most importantly, give this video and that New York skyline of bottom teeth from Timmy Pool a thumbs down. It's not, no offense to people with crooked teeth. Okay. That's okay. But when Timmy has it, he can go fuck himself. There you go.